seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night.
So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Let's have some fun, this beat is sick. I wanna take a ride on your disco stick. Let's have some fun, this beat is sick. I wanna take a ride on your disco stick. Let's play a love game, play a love game. Do you want love or you want fame? Are you in the game? Know the love game.
I get knocked out, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked out, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked out, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked out, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
Let's have some fun, this beat is sick. I wanna take a ride on your disco stick. Don't think too much, just bust that kick. I wanna take a ride on your disco
I
stick.
get knocked out, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked out, but I get up again.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick.
I wanna get numb and forget where I'm from. Cause looking in your eyes, like looking at the sun. I feel like you're the moon, I feel like I'm the one. I wanna get numb, I wanna get numb.
I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your aim. Far away.
I don't wanna know if you're playing me, keep it on the low. Cause my heart can't take it anymore. And if you're creeping, please don't let it show. Oh baby, I don't wanna know.
Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium.
I need something you prove, something stronger than I'm used to. Yeah, I've been pulling 92 hard and feel like nothing's gonna cut it. That's the hard truth. When I told her, I said, yeah, yeah. Should've got down, said, come again, hey, yeah, yeah. I got so caught up, got you told me, yeah, yeah. Hurry my girls, the best of all, hey, yeah, yeah. Next thing I knew, yeah, I need something you prove. Oh, I need something you prove. Next thing I do, yeah, I need something you prove. Oh, I need something you prove. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ella le gusta la gasolina, la de la gasolina.
I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, it's like worth living, should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor, need work some black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a bird to snatch. Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull a trigger, kill a nigga, he's a hero. Get it back to the kids, to the hell kids. One less up your mouth on the railroad.
I'm damned if I do give a damn what people say. No deal, nothing I need, this shit they want from me. I just wanna say, now I'm loving
What you know about us? I got what you need. Looking for the story, and what you want. You get what you please. We about to get it on. Take off the drawers. It's just you and me. You know what I be doing. I'm about to go wrong. Cause I like what I see.
California, knows how to party. California, knows how to party. In the city of LA, in the city of blue lights, in the city of Compton, we keep it rocking, we keep it rocking.
I feel bonita.
Push me and then just touch me till I can get my satisfaction.
Push me and then just touch me till I can get my satisfaction.
But baby, you hardly even know when I try to show you. Song is meant to keep you doing what you're supposed to. Waking up too early, maybe we could sleep. Make you banana pancakes, pretend like it's the weekend now.
That girl is a real crowd, please. Small world, all her friends know of me. Young bull living like an old keys. Quick release the cash, watch it fall slowly.
Waking up too early, maybe we could sleep. Make you banana pancakes, pretend like it's the weekend now.
Smoke in the air, then it's drink.
Look. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish, and motherfuckers act like they forgot about Dre. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish, and motherfuckers act like they forgot about Dre. So what do you say to somebody you hate, or anyone trying to bring trouble your way? Wanna resolve things in the blood of your way? Just study your tape of NWA. One day I was walking by with a Walkman on when I caught a guy, give me an awkward eye. She looking strangled him off in the parking lot with his cork and eye.
You stay on my mind, think about you all the time. Got to get to know you well. If you kiss, then I will tell. You stay on my mind, think about you all the time. Got to get to know you well. If you kiss, then I will tell.
I took the walk to Poland. I took the walk to Poland.
College educated, she graduated. Any bill she can't front, her parents paid it. The show was far, you the only one with a car out your girlfriends. But being that she's a big fan, of course she made it. Most girls wanna hide the fact of the thrill they chasing, but you just wanna get drunk tonight and fuck someone famous. So I just name a time and a place, and your game for it. Value player, hotel room, meet you there.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. So darling, darling,
Baby girl, you know what I want. Let me do it to you, let me do you like Baby girl, you know what I want. Let me do it to you, let me do you like
so darling, darling, stand by me, oh, stand
God have mercy on your soul.
Do you still want me? Can I be honest? I still want your hands up on. Baby, if you want me, you've got to show me love. Words are so easy to say. You've got to show me love. Can I be honest? I still want your hands up on my body. Can still make my heart beat fast. Ferrari with me in the wave, but in the morning I need you to hold on. Maybe we should push so far away. Although I should be the one to say we all make mistakes. Take me and hold on. Tell me that you need to say. 'Cause I know it's
I can buy myself flowers, write my name in sand, talk to myself for hours, say things you don't understand.
When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back. Oh,
I can take myself dancing, and I can hold my own head. Yeah, I can love me better than you can.
Y'all already know who I am. My name's Topher.
Cause I'm a monster.
I know you're tired of loving with nobody to love. Nobody. 'Cause grab somebody, don't live in this party with nobody to love. Nobody.
And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, where the landslide brought down. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes older, children get older, and I'm getting older too.
And somebody said to me, nigga, why you babysitting? Only 2 or 3 shots. I'ma show you how to turn it up a notch. First you get a swimming pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. Pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. I wave a few bottles, then I watch them all fly. All the girls wanna play, man, watch. I got a swimming pool full of liquor and they dive in it. Pool full of liquor, I'ma dive in it. Love her mom, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. And it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. And we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time. And I'll dream each night of some virgin
born to resist or be abused. Is someone getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you?
Can we find love again? Is this time? Yeah. Tell me how many more tears will dry till you hit me with can we talk and try love again?
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up shit in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she try and bless me like I said I
When I
do.
met you in the summer, to my heartbeat sound, we fell in love as the leaves turn brown. And we could be together, baby, as long as skies are blue. You act so innocent now, but you lied so soon. When I met you in the summer, when I met you in the summer,
And it became personal with me.
You ready? Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I bought the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was raining? Flexing on these niggas, I'm like Papa on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. Rose, the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type can the main captain, grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new bitch, she'll ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my hands strapped on my toe. Cause these niggas want me dead, and I gotta make it back home.
I got way too much time to be this hurt. Somebody help, it's getting worse. What do you do with a broken heart? Once a love phase, everything starts.
She wants to touch me, whoa. She wants to love me, whoa. She'll never leave me, whoa.
Don't trust her, never trust her. Won't trust her, won't trust me.
Shush, girl, shut your lips. Do the Helen Keller and talk with your hips. I said, shush, girl, shut your lips. Do the Helen Keller and talk with your hips. I said.
There she goes again, racing through my brain, and I just can't contain. All I know is 10:35, and I can feel your arms around me. Let them drown me. All I know is 10:35, and I
take you home, would you still be in love, baby? In love, baby. I wonder if I take you home, would you still be in love, baby? In love, baby. How deep is your love? Is it like the ocean? What devotion are you? How deep is your love? Is it like Nirvana? Hit me harder again. How deep is your love? No, don't fuck with my heart. No, don't fuck with my heart. How deep is your love? No, don't fuck with my heart. How deep is your love? No, don't fuck with my heart.
I never fuck Nikki cause she got a man, but when that's over then I'm first in line. And the other day in her Maybach, I thought goddamn this is the perfect time. We had just come from that video, you know LA traffic had the city slow. She was sitting down on that big butt, but I was still staring at the titties though. Yeah, low key and maybe high key, I been peeped that you like me, you know. Who the fuck you really wanna be with besides me? I mean, it doesn't take much for us to do this shit quietly. I mean, you say I'm obsessed with thick women and I agree.
I would never fall in love again until I found her. I said I would never fall unless it's you I fall into. I was lost within the darkness, but then I found her. I found you.
There's nothing that if I tell everyone how I made this money, that it's going to affect me in any sort of way. AMD, if we get a quick little pop above $12, I'm thinking about maybe a quick little short over on AMD. Finger on the trigger to lock in profits when it starts moving back on up. Here we go. Nice job. Let's take it. $979 in profit. Look at this spike, baby. Taking some gains right off the top right here. 124,000. You just got to know what you're doing. 200. Every single person can be successful. $1 in profit. There's no reason for you not to become a full-time trader. Now we're currently up $2,100. Let's just keep it going even more. I want every single person. Now we're up $2,500. Now we're going up to $117.40. It's not like it's a competition. It's if I tell you how I was able to do this, go out, make that money, make a killing, and let's all absolutely crush it together. Baby, let's see this thing keep unfolding even farther here. We're up $1,100 within the first 5 minutes of the day. I'm feeling absolutely fantastic.
You got the love, 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 you got the love. Want it all?
It is time! It's time, baby! We are back and we are getting ourselves ready to rock and roll on this day. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We are live on YouTube. We are live on TikTok. We are live on Tradecaster.com and we are getting ourselves ready for this day. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to Witnessing History. Welcome to the final week before the small account challenge. Let's get everyone all set, ready to go at this moment. I know what you guys are thinking at this exact time. I know what you guys are saying to yourself at this moment. You're saying, Dek, how do you do your hair every morning? What condition do you use? How do you get that curly 70s look? And we'll go over that later. We can't talk about it right now because we got a lot to talk about in the stock market. Talking about live trades, talking about live opportunities, talking about how we're going to be able to make the most amount of money possible on this day. But I need everyone absolutely fired on up. So everything going on right in front of you right now, a little bit of that eggs and bacon, a little bit of those pancakes, little hash browns, a little bit of everything right here. I need you to put it on down. Put it down the hatchet, open up the chinny, open up the mouth, and let that slide right into the tummy. Traders, it's game time. We're getting absolutely fired up on this day. Huge opportunities ahead. SLNO already kicking off the day with over a 300% spiker. Let's talk about it all. Let's dive right on in on this one, and let's break it all down. So what do we really have? I'm going to turn off the music for now and just make sure that we're all set, because I want to make sure every single person understands what is happening in this market. So we're jumping right into it. We're going to have to start off right now with SLNO. I don't want to talk about the markets right now when SLNO is a massive opportunity in front of us. So let's break this thing on down from start to finish, and let's understand why SLNO is making the move that it is right now. SLNO, start to finish, A to B. This stock is the #1 top gainer in the stock market at this moment. It's currently up 375%. And I know you guys are asking, well, what does this mean? Up 375%. Why? Why are we up first off? Are we going to spike any higher? Should I be buying? Should I be shorting? What is the answer over on SLNO? So let's get some more background information on it first. Well, we have a 372% spiker. Incredible. We have 8 million in float. Now, let's just recap here. If anyone does not know what the float is, the float are the shares offered to the public. When you have a very low supply and a very high demand, prices increase dramatically. That's simple, supply and demand, simple economics. Now, when we take a look at SLNO, we can see at this moment that there is 11 million in volume. You can see total volume, 11.5 million. Volume is going to be how many times shares are traded from hand to hand. Now, on a normal day, how much volume is on SLNO? On a normal day, nothing crazy, nothing wild. Normal day volume, average volume, 63,000. So 63,000 out of the 8 million shares available. Today, we're at 11.6 million. The day hasn't even opened yet. So you guys can imagine the amount of people, the amount of force, the amount of activity that is just flooding into this play. There's a ton of action right now. So why is there high demand? Why is there 11.6 million in volume? That's the next big question we need to answer. And we can take a look at our news scanners, and we could see that SLNO actually had a very positive press release right here. So we have to have a news scanner. Having a news scanner is crucial to success. And we could see that SLNO announces positive, statistical, significant top-of-the-line results. Guys, it doesn't get any better than that. When we take a look at our hot keywords here, team, we take a look at our hot keywords. What are we looking for? 3-star words. We have the word positive. We have the word top line data. We have the word significant. Boom, boom, boom. You want to know why this is meant to be able to bring in a lot of hype? You guys want to know why the stock is bringing a lot of attention? Well, out of our hot keywords, we have 3 words right here. So that's positive, statistical, significant, top line results. So I absolutely love it. This is a great press release. There is nothing wrong with this press release in any sort of way. So you're telling me right now, we have a stock, SLNO, that has good volume, yes. That has a low float, yes. That has a positive press release, yes. That's why it's up 375%. I mean, there's nothing really bad against it. The only thing that's going to slow down SLNO at this time, the only thing that's going to start dropping SLNO at this time is going to be traders. It's going to be themselves. So I want to make sure that you guys completely understand that here so that you guys are good to go. Just a little heads on up. My mic volume, how's my mic volume, guys? You guys saying it's a little bit low? I can turn it up a little bit. Hopefully that is a little bit better. Hold on. Is that better, guys? Maybe I don't want it peeking out. I don't want it peeking out, but if that is better, sometimes I like to scream a little bit. I might turn it down just slightly. All right. So hopefully that's a little bit better for you guys so you guys can hear absolutely everything. Obviously, make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go, and all ready to rock on this day, of course. So what we have at this moment over on SLNO, guys. SLNO, obviously, massive play. Definitely want to be looking at this play over on SLNO. And this is a stock, of course. Everything that we've gone over. Big volume, big press release, massive attention towards it. What's going to happen here? Well, as I was stating, right before I changed my mic, the only thing that's going to slow down SLNO is us. At some point today, traders are going to say to themselves, the stock is up 400%. It's time to lock in gains. That could be at $21. That could be at $25. That could be at $30. There will be a point where there will be a shift from buyers to shorters, from people wanting to buy it and hold it to people saying, okay, I think enough is enough. It's time for me to lock in my profits. So when is that shift? That is obviously the very tricky question. Now, as you guys know, personally myself, I like looking for shorts. I like looking for stocks that are going to drop, that are going to fall. Now, for anyone who does not know, shorting is a very great way to trade, but it obviously has its risks. One of the best ways to make money in the stock market, and I just want to bring this up right here, is it is going to be one of the best ways, let me go to it, is going to be shorting pre-market top gainers, okay? Shorting pre-market top gainers. This is hands down the most profitable and consistent way to make money shorting. This is a very simple and easy way to trade. And it usually is going to lead towards about an 85% win rate, which is a good chunk. So stocks that are top gainers in pre-market already made their move. I know there's a lot of you guys right now that are saying, Dek, I can't wait to buy SLNO. But we need to remember something. This stock has already spiked $16. This stock is already up 380%. It's like you buying Bitcoin when it's at 60,000. Sure, could there be a little left in there? Sure, there can be. But you know what? You're buying it at the tippity top. If you're a person that constantly is losing in the stock market, it's probably because you wait for a giant spike and then you buy in after the spike has already happened and you expect there to be more. The stock has already spiked 380%. There could be a little bit more left in the tank, don't get me wrong. But don't be shocked if all of a sudden it can dump it on down. The majority of top gainers in pre-market will fall, especially ones without news. This one does have good news though. Stocks up over 200% are easy short candidates, as there will always be some sort of profit taking. What do you guys think, the people are going to do who are in on this play in pre-market? What do you think the people are going to do that bought this play yesterday or been holding it for the past month, 2 months, 3 months? They're probably going to lock in some gains, and that could easily lead towards some reversing coming on up. So this will be a stock that has led to a lot. This play will be a stock that is going to be extremely active at the bell. Let's see what we have here. You guys can see very large gap up, quick little morning spike, dumps on down. You can see very large gap up, quick little morning spike, dumps on down. You guys can see right here, nice gap up, quick spike, dumps on down. You guys can see over here, nice spike, gap up and crash. Here's a nice gap up, quick morning spike and then crash. Here's a nice gap up, quick morning spike and crash. You guys can see that usually happens a good chunk of change, a good amount of times. So I personally, what am I interested on? It's scary, don't get me wrong. But I am interested on looking for SLNO to open on up, maybe spike up towards around $24, $25, maybe get halted one time towards the upside, and then look for a short right back on down, right? So that's definitely what I want, every single person to be on top of. I want every single person to be ready for, and I want everyone to, be really getting dialed in here over on SLNO. All right. Now, Dek, what, SLNO. Does this stock have any sort of strong support, strong resistance? What I would say looking at SLNO is that this one has a nice uptrend, which is starting to get a little iffy at this moment. We are currently testing this trend line at this time. I don't want it to break with 10 minutes left. I would like this to hold and get that spike up to like $24, $25. I'm going to let everyone know right now, there are some traders at this moment that are probably looking for some sort of dip buy on SLNO right at this time. So there are traders that are probably looking for an SLNO dip buy right now saying, hey, Dek, I'm going to keep a quick stop loss. I'm going to get in right now at $20.88, put a stop loss at $19 or $19.90 because that means we're cracking that trend line. As long as you hold the trend line, you are good to go. But the last thing is, you want to do is hold this play. If it starts cracking its trend line and starts falling apart, that's where you guys are going to find yourself in some serious trouble. So if you guys are, looking at this trend line right now, remember the most important thing is to hold the trend line. You don't want to go on the bearish side of the trend line and get dumped on if you are looking for the long side. So you can see trend line holds, then it gets a nice little crack. Trend line holds, then the trend line gets a nice little crack. Trend line holds, and the trend line gets a nice little crack. Trend line holds, and the trend line gets a nice little dump. It is starting to go a little bit on the bearish side. Please be careful if you guys are buying right now. So SLNO, obviously a top stock that we want to be watching. Little side note, guys, if you guys are over on YouTube at this moment and you guys are enjoying this free content, if you guys are enjoying again this day, I ask for one thing: smash that thumbs up right now. We got 502 people over on YouTube right now. If you guys are again here sitting watching, smash that thumbs on up. I really appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. So thank you so much for you guys doing that. Now, what else do we want to be keeping our eyes peeled over on SLNO? What else do we want to be looking at? What else should we be focusing on other than, let's say, SLNO? Well, let's talk about the stock market for a little bit, huh? Let's talk about what we're seeing in the market. Let's talk about getting a little bit of an understanding about the market here. So what we have is stock futures are falling at this moment. Slight fall, nothing too big. But what we do have, our stock futures are lower on Tuesday as September selling pressure took hold of Wall Street following gains seen in the previous session. So it says JP Morgan Chase and CEO Damian Diamond warned interest rates maybe need to rise further to tamp down inflation. Comments that added bearish sentiment to Tuesday. Bank stocks fell in pre-market with the S&P 500 falling 0.7%. Wells Fargo dropped more than 1%. Morgan Stanley fell 1%. Those moves would add to the market losses for the month entering Tuesday's session. The Nasdaq Composite was down 5.4% in September, while the S&P 500 had lost 3.8% and 2.1%. Among the catalysts pushing stocks lower this month is the Federal Reserve warning that if it sees fewer rate cuts next year. The news pushed the benchmark 10-year Treasury yield to levels not seen since 2007. Not only that, there could be a government shutdown coming on up this weekend if we do not agree on some sort of spending bill. So hold on a second, guys. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about everything that we have going on with the SPY at this moment. And when I'm referring to the SPY, I'm talking about the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is the top 500 stocks in the United States. It is basically, I'm just going to say it in an easy manner, it's basically like a gauge of how the stock market is doing, okay? The S&P 500 is a big basket. It's a basket of Apple in there. We have Tesla in there. We have Microsoft in there. We got Amazon in there. We got Facebook or Meta in there. We have all these, and it basically just gives us an overall outlook on how the stock market is doing. So, how is the stock market doing? Well, as you guys can see, the stock market is currently falling, and we've been consistently falling. Not only just today, but we've been consistently falling. Not yesterday we had a little pop, then we had again very big drop, then we had a very big drop, then we had a very big drop, then we had a big sell-off. You guys can really see for what the past probably week now, we have been fading and falling and dropping, and we've gone from 450 and have now all the way down towards the price of 429.30. What the heck is going on? Why is the stock market falling? Why is the stock market fading off the way that it is? Well, guys, let's remember something here. When the stock market is falling and fading and getting weaker because, number one, we are still raising more interest rates. Are you kidding me? We're raising more interest rates. Yes, guys, we are raising another 0.25% coming up in November. Then on top of that team, we're also holding rates longer than expected. That means we're going to be holding at these super high rates where mortgages are more expensive, loans are more expensive, everything is more expensive. We're holding this probably for 6, 7, 8 months before we even cut it whatsoever. But yeah, they said we're going to be cutting 4 times next year, cutting rates down 4 times. Nope, they said we're not doing that anymore. We're only going to be cutting rates 2 times. And if I had to make a bet on it, I bet you we don't even cut rates next year. So what happened last week on Wednesday, Jerome Powell said we are raising rates in November, or he didn't say that. I don't want to lie. He said we're pausing rates right now, but there's a 90% chance that we're going to be raising rates in November. Okay, so that's bad news. Then we're going to be holding rates longer than expected. Okay, that's bad news. And instead of cutting rates, yeah, we're only going to do it twice, not 4 times as we said. So that's leading towards dropping. So that's why this market has been falling so much now, just because everything that we have been, told, they're just saying, hey, no, we got to kind of do this now. We got to do this now. We got to do this now. So how can we even trade the S&P 500 at this moment? Well, the S&P 500, I know, again, if you guys are watching on TikTok, it's a little bit hard to see this right here. But what we have is we do have a perfect downtrend at this moment over on this 10-minute time frame. So if you guys are taking a look at this moment, you guys can see, what do we have here? We do have top resistance, fade on down, top resistance, fade on down, top resistance, fade on down, top resistance, fade on down. So what we are seeing when we take a look over on the S&P 500 is we've been consistently seeing that every time we come up towards around this purple line, which is this downtrend that I just put, that's where we start seeing a reversal. There is absolutely 0 point in my eyes right now to do a call contract, underneath the price of 431.50. Doing a call contract, which means you are betting that the stock market's going to climb, I see there's 0 point to it. Why would you do that? Unless you are saying, oh, Dek, I think there's going to be a bounce play at like the low of the day at 428 from yesterday. I could imagine a bounce play down here. But to me, when I take a look at the S&P 500, I'll be honest with you guys, I take a look at the S&P 500, I see that we're fading. I see that we're getting weaker. I see that we're dropping. I see that we did have one bounce, maybe a bounce play at 428, but not until we get above at least like 431.50 would I want to be looking for some sort of squeeze. Would I want to be looking for some sort of, breakout or some sort of move towards the upside. So the S&P 500, this has been fading and dropping and getting weaker. S&P 500, we're going to be watching to see if this can be able to get some sort of bounce play on up and start ripping and running up towards those highs. So let's just make sure that you guys are all good and ready to rock and roll over on the S&P 500. But as of now, I think it's going to be a little bit more quiet. I think it's going to be a little bit more slow. I think we're just going to start slowly fading ourselves back on down. Really, the number one top watch for us today is going to be SLNO. Now, what else can we be looking at other than SLNO? I would say probably the other plays. Let's see, FEMY. FEMY, let's take a look at this, guys. FEMY 3-minute time frame getting a little bit of a U shape on up. Okay, let's just keep that on the back burner. ICPT, massive gap up, starting to fade, probably got acquired. IMVT, this one looking for that break of $35, and then I think those are kind of it. All right, so what's going on with FEMY? What's going on with IMVT? What's going on with ICPT? If I had to take a guess, I'm assuming that ICPT got acquired at a certain amount. So let's see, ICPT, yep, ICPT got bought out for $19 per share. Whenever a stock gets bought out for a specific price, you don't even need to look at that play anymore. Cross off ICPT because it's not going to go any higher than $19. The thing is, it's like if you guys went to the store and it said gallon of milk, $4. Would you walk over to the cash register and give them $10? No. So ICPT, it's only worth $19 per share. This stock is not going to go any higher than $19 per share. And if you're buying the stock for over $19 per share, you're just giving away money. So ICPT, cross that off the list. You don't, guys don't need that. What about FEMY? Any sort of news on FEMY? I'm not seeing any sort of news. Maybe they came out with news last night potentially. So let's go www, Yahoo Finance, news filter, whatever you guys want. Now let's see what we have over on FEMY. FEMY did come out with news last night, 16 hours ago. It says it receives US FDA clearance. So it receives what? Clearance. Clearance from who? The FDA. That's a good solid press release. Definitely brings in some hype, definitely brings in some attention. You guys can see some hot keywords. What are some hot keywords right here? 2-star word, receives. Receives what? It's basically receiving clearance, which is allowance from the FDA. 2-star words. Not 3-star words, but 2-star words. So that is solid. Solid over on FEMY. We'll see if that's going to be able to get any sort of hype and momentum. But traders, it really comes on down to SLNO. So Dek, what's the game plan here over on SLNO? I personally am leaning towards the short side. I'm thinking SLNO here. If I want to jump in over on this play, I'm probably just going to do like, I'm thinking, how much is like 1,400 shares if I want to short this play? 1,400 shares cost me $12. Easy. It's worth it to me have these shorts ready. So I'm going to accept again that $12 fee so I can short this play with about 1,400 shares. I like it. I like what the opportunity we have. And now we're all set, ready to go. So market opens up here in about 1 minute. I am leaning towards the short side, but I would like to see a pop first. I really would. I would like to see a pop over on SLNO, maybe back up to $24, maybe even a little break of $25. But I am not in on anything at this moment. I'm probably going to be scaling into SLNO, and what I mean by that is I probably would wait until it runs up towards $24, probably do a 400 share order, short a little bit. Then if we run up to like 26 or 27, do another 400 share order. Right? And so I kind of want to scale my way. There's a chance that we open on up and we just dump right on down. Like that's definitely an opportunity. That definitely could be happening here coming on up. So we need to be smart. We need to be aware of this and just be ready to rock and roll. But guys, the market opens up here in about 20 seconds. So we got to be ready to go. Man, it's going to be an absolutely awesome day ahead. So much opportunity out here. So much, that we could be getting ourselves involved in. Traders, let's just get ready to rock here. Let's get ready for this day. I just want to make sure we're not missing anything whatsoever. All right, traders. Getting this day pumped on up. Guys, we are live. SLNO, we are live. Getting a little background music. Please let me know if that gets too loud for anyone. And we're going to see if SLNO can get that nice little pop on up. Not in on anything. Remember, this stock is up 348% at this time. I mean, what a crazy spike. What a crazy rip. What a crazy run. And it is starting to get a little bit of a drop already. I would like to see it, try to pop itself back on up. I don't want to, I don't like a lot of times jumping in right at the rip, right at the start. Now, SLNO is a very active play. I'm hoping that we could be able to see this thing pop itself back on up and, get up towards 23, 24. That was the idea. Right now, SLNO is getting a sell-off a little bit. We're getting halted potentially on the downside now. So SLNO already starting on off with a drop right off the rip here. So this thing is already starting to get a drop right off the rip. This is already starting to get a little bit weaker. Ooh, we are not halted. We actually, again, had a little bit of like a fake out, breakout halt right here. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Gonna turn off this heat. It's getting a little hot in here. Woo! Claire, turn off the heat. Sweating bullets. Still waiting on this play, guys. Obviously, SLNO is the one that we want to be focusing on, the one that we want to be looking at. SLNO here, traders. There's a big chance today that, it falls all the way back down towards 15 bucks. I mean, just think about it. Having 1,000 shares, we go from $19 down towards $15. That's a $4,000 profit right there. But can this play get back above 20 bucks? IMVT, little heads on up as well. IMVT trying to spike itself on up. IMVT was one of the plays that we are watching. $35 is going to be top resistance. IMVT, the stock did have positive phase 1 data. So IMVT, guys, this was one of our top gainers in pre-market this morning. Did have a phase 1 data towards it, and it is a play that definitely has some attention at this moment. SLNO is still trying to stay alive. SLNO is not a great play at this moment on the long side. Shorters, if you guys are on the short side right now, you guys are doing an awesome job taking advantage of this drop. If it gets back above $20, that's where life can really move back in over on SLNO. If you're saying, Dek, I don't want to miss out on this dump, I don't want to miss out on this drop, you could jump in right now and just have a stop loss at 20 bucks. So if you wanted to, you could jump in right now and say, hey, if we get back above $20, Dek, I'm getting out. Get back above $20, I don't like it, get out, move on. Right? That's a great, smart way to trade. You get an entry at $19.50. You say, I'll give it, in case this one does start spiking, $20, have a hard stop loss and get out. But I'm going to wait a little bit, see if we can get that pop. We got the whole entire day ahead of us. I'm really fired up on this day, guys. Seeing where this momentum's going to be taking us on this day. SLNO, obviously, our #1 top gainer. We got FEMY trying to get a little bit of action as well. FEMY. And IMVT also sitting right at $35. IMVT, guys, does have some strong resistance. Hold on a second. IMVT starting to spike its way. We're coming right on up towards around those pre-market highs, $36.75. Let's see, IMVT. The IMVT is easily accessible for shorting. Just a little heads on up. Easily accessible for shorting. There's no short fee whatsoever over on IMVT. If you guys are ever interested on getting involved with the play. So IMVT maybe. Taking a look over on this play. Guys, we're coming up towards pre-market highs right here. Pre-market high, IMVT, and SLNO starting to spike. Both of these plays trying to spike. We do have IMVT just touched again pre-market highs, 36.48. 36.48 right here over on IMVT. If you guys just got filled in the $36 region, that is absolutely awesome. I definitely like IMVT a good amount. I think there's a lot of attention towards it. I'm actually going to jump in on my first trade here over on IMVT and see if we can get a drop back on down after it just hit that $36 mark. Dek, when would you get out of this play? If we start breaking back above 36.40, I'm probably going to get out and just keep it nice and tight. I always like to give stocks a chance. Notice how we're hitting the pre-market highs. We're hitting the pre-market highs. Just want to give the stock a chance in case we start falling, start fading, start dropping. Notice we hit pre-market highs. I'm looking for a pullback and a nice drop back on down over on IMVT. So maybe, again, we can get that quick little spike, quick little drop back on down. Looking for my first trade of the day. Seeing what we can get ourselves involved in at this moment. So IMVT, definitely looking for a short. I'm probably going to add on to this, to be honest, because I do think we could see a little bit of a pullback. So IMVT getting a little bit weaker, and see what we can do here. Right now, I'm just in on 400 shares, and I think 400 shares is fine as like our first trade. Trying to see if this thing is going to get even hotter. Now, little heads on up, team. As you guys know, SLNO just got halted. So SLNO at this moment actually just got halted, which is pretty wild. So IMVT, I'm happy with just 400 shares right now. Let's try to make 300 bucks out of this. Goal would be $300, guys. Sound good? Try to get a $300 profit off an IMVT short. And Dek, why are we shorting this? Because it is hitting its pre-market highs. So hitting its pre-market highs. Notice that this old candle lines up with this old candle, and we're watching for a nice drop. We're going to try to make about 300, 400 bucks here. We'll take our profits and then head on over to SLNO. Sound good? So we need IMVT to crack underneath 35 bucks. Once IMVT cracks underneath 35 bucks, we should get a nice, few $100 profit. Now remember, it's only 400 shares. It's not ginormous. And it's just kind of, warming us up on this day. Warming us up on the day, guys. Let's see if we can crack 35 bucks. Guys, looking for a 35. There it is. $300, $400 lockout. Market order out. Boom! $293. All right, the market order kind of got us a little bit. But hey, just made $293 in 6 minutes in the day. So you know what? Not too bad. Not too shabby. You know what? We're just warming up, guys. We're just warming up. All right, everyone just give me a second. All right, we're just warming up right here. 293 bucks. Nice little drop. IMVT off the top of the pre-market highs. And again, we're just doing everything we need. Slowly adding some gains right now. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Woo! So we're just getting this day started. So let's keep our eyes peeled. Still staying smart at this moment. Looking for this big rip and run. SLNO is the next possible move at this time. SLNO still watching this play. And we'll see when does this one get unhalted. Let's see what this one gets unhalted here. SLNO 934 and 13 seconds. Okay, so SLNO says 934 and 13 seconds at this time. So that means we're going to be getting unhalted at 939 and 13 seconds. So let's see what we got here. Absolutely fired up on this day. So SLNO, we're going to see if this stock can be able to get any sort of spike and rip and run. The goal on this would be see it like $25 plus. When would I want to short SLNO? $25 plus. That's like the goal. And that's the goal over here. See if this can get a little bit more hype. Is that volume a little bit better for you guys over on TikTok? Kind of turned it down over there. I'll just turn it up over on the YouTube one so that you guys are all set. Getting absolutely gassed up on this day. Got so much opportunity on this day. So much opportunity. 934, 13 seconds. We're going to be getting unhalted here, team, in 45 seconds over on SLNO. 45 seconds over on SLNO. Let's see if this one can spike above the price of $25. That's what we would like. We would like this to rip and run up above $25. So I'm not going to be getting any sort of short right now at this moment. I'm going to be waiting to see if SLNO can be able to squeeze and spike, get above again, 25 bucks, and then we can go ahead and jump in on a possible next short. So SLNO coming out live here, team, in the matter of 10 seconds. 10 seconds over on SLNO. Stay ready. SLNO, stay ready. 5 seconds out. 3, 2, 1. SLNO. SLNO's live. Didn't break $10. But let's still, or it didn't break 20 bucks. Let's see if this is going to be able to hold its gains. Right now, it's looking a little bit weaker. Guys, hold on. We're getting that $21. Can we break through 21 bucks and start getting that big rip and run? If I start seeing $19, there's part of me that wants to jump in on the short side. If this can't hold $20 and we start going back down towards 19, there's part of me that says, Deck, jump in on the short side and see if this thing can just, run on out towards the downside. So I would like this to squeeze and pop here. Come on, squeeze and pop. Hit a new high of the day. We're about to get halted again. About to get halted again over on SLNO. Hold on, we're still live. Still live. Still live. SLNO just came up towards 2140 again. Halt area over on SLNO. Halt area at this time. The LULD is at 2243. Just changed out. Just 2243 is the new halt area in case SLNO starts getting some buying volume. So 2243 is where this would get halted next. SLNO definitely getting a little bit weaker. It's a little bit of a tough call because so far we've had dump, spike, gap down, spike, sitting and consolidating. It's not easy at this moment. 2240 is the next halt area, so we're not even going to get halted at 2140 anymore. We actually have a hold $2 to rip and run if this did want to take on off. And can this get that pop? If it pops, it's just going to be out of nowhere. If this pops and squeezes, it's going to be out of nowhere, guys. Just a little heads on up. So we're just staying alert, staying ready. Watching this play. I want to see that nice pop. I want to see that nice rip. I want to see that nice move. Dek, what's a small... we'll talk about small account challenge details. We'll talk about shorting details. We'll talk about my broker details all after this trade. Sound good, guys? So we'll talk about that all after this trade. Little heads on up. IMVT actually just spiked on up towards the high of the day. IMVT still trying to get some love right now. That was my first little short on the day. SLNO hitting a new high. SLNO right now trying to spike on up towards that 2240 mark, as we know. So SLNO still trying to move itself on up. If you guys are in on the long side right now as well, nothing wrong with that at all. If anyone is just saying, Dek, I'm going in on long side, nothing wrong with that at all. Guys, big drop. Whoa, guys, look at this. SLNO, big drop all the way back on down. And now it's, wow, this thing is choppy. This thing is choppy over on SLNO. We just went from $22 back on down to $18, now sitting at $20. This thing is choppy at the moment over on SLNO. It is under $20. Once again, I would like to see a break back above $20 and then back underneath $20. Can we get one more pop above $20? And then if we go back underneath, that shows a lot of weakness. SLNO. Let's see what we can do here. We are having a lot of chop. A whole lot of chop over here, team. Thinking about an SLNO short here very soon. Back down to the VWAP. VWAP is 1713. I think, again, we could see that 1713 mark very soon, especially if it can't break 20 bucks. You know, it tried to break 20 bucks once, tried to break 20 bucks twice. It looks like it's definitely getting a little bit weaker here. Thinking about leaning towards the short side. Has room to fall back on down towards $17. RNAZ, that was yesterday's old high. Remember RNAZ? We shorted that one. We made $1,800 yesterday. For anyone that was not here, we were able to make $1,800 in profit. It was an absolutely awesome day. Guys, it does look like SLNO is getting weaker. The Holt area on SLNO is 1854, which is where we're at right now. Now, unfortunately, this is a play that seems like it's getting halted very often. It's getting halted, not getting halted, getting halted, not getting halted. So we're going to keep our eyes peeled over on this one. Kind of see where this play is heading towards next. So that one is halted. Guys, little side note, IMVT, that one's going to run up towards around $39 most likely. IMVT, it's going to try to spike up towards around 39 bucks. So let's just keep our eyes peeled over on that play to see if that one's going to be able to get up towards around that $39 region. So IMVT, bottom level 2. So let's answer some questions right here, team. Number 1, Dek, what broker are you using? The broker that I'm using right now is Lightspeed. Lightspeed is the broker that I'm going to be using for the small account challenge as well. Starting this Thursday to Monday. Okay, so that's September 28th to October 2nd. They are allowing anyone who is doing the small account challenge with me to sign up to Lightspeed to only use a $2,000 account. They're a premium broker, which means you usually need $10,000 to be able to use them. They are going to the first time ever. If you are doing the small account challenge with me, you're going all the way down to 2,000 bucks and they're allowing that. So that's what I'm going to be doing with, again, the small account challenge. For anyone that's listening and saying, Dek, what the heck's a small account challenge? I'm going from $2,000 to $25,000. Live streaming it, live trading it, telling you all my alerts, and going from that small account all the way up to the PDT rule. Going and trying to get above the PDT rule. Also, all the money that I'm making from the small account challenge, $2,000 to $25,000, I'm giving it to you guys. So the people that are watching, I've done these challenges so many times, guys. I have not won every single one of them, but I win the majority of them. And the thing is, I don't need the money. So if I go from $2,000 to $25,000, I am giving the $23,000 to anyone who lost, to anyone who needs it. I want to be the best mentor possible. And that means to someone who can teach you, someone that can trade live in front of you, someone that can give you live alerts, and also someone that can help fund your account. I'm not here wanting people to have handouts, but I will tell you, if I turn $2,000 to $20,000 or even $2,000 to $10,000, $2,000 to $50,000, I'm giving away the money to the people in the chat room. So that's my word. That's my deal. You guys can screenshot that, whatever, clip it, whatever we turn our trading profits into. I'm, again, giving that away to our members in chat, the people who support, the people that are there. That's what we're doing. So let's get ready to go. Let's see what's going to be coming on up. Now, remember, if you guys are interested signing up over on the small account challenge, when does that all start on up here, traders? That all is coming on up. All the details you need for the small account, the biggest event of the year. I'm putting my reputation on the line, trying to turn 2,000 to 20,000 plus. Sign-ups start this Thursday. Tradecaster.com. Every membership is 25% off. Every single one. Monthly, 6-month, 12-month, lifetime. Take advantage of it. Even members, upgrade your subscription. 25% off. Broker is Lightspeed. I'll be using a cash account. And again, the strategy is options and breakouts. All of my trading profits is going to the team. So if you guys are here supporting me, if you guys are here watching the challenge, joining this challenge, let's get after it. I don't see anyone else doing this challenge. No one else on Twitter, on StockTwits, on Facebook, on Instagram is doing these challenges. Or they may do it on their own private and post an Excel sheet. No one's doing it live in front of you guys. I want to teach you exactly how to be able to grow an account. $25,000. When I first started stock trading, I could only wish that a millionaire trader would drop back down to a $2,000 and live stream his way all the way up above the PDT rule. Let me show you what I've learned over the last 10 years. You guys better be ready this weekend. That's all I'm saying. And you guys better be ready and dialed in, getting ready for next week. So let's be good, ready to go. Chris, so we give... Chris says, so Dek, we give you $2,000 to trade with? Woosa. Chris, no. This is you keep your $2,000. I don't want your $2,000, okay? You trade your $2,000, your $3,000, your $5,000, your $10,000. I'm going to teach you my strategy. I'm going to teach you how to trade. I'm going to show you my live alerts. I'm going to show you my live trades. And you can do it on your end. You can watch, you can learn, but I'm giving away all my money at the end. So let's get ready to go here. If you don't want to win free money and you don't want to learn how to trade and you don't want to watch me grow a $2,000 account to $25,000, that's fine. That's fine. Absolutely fine. But if you want to do this as a full-time job, if you want to be able to learn how to make money, if you want to learn how to be able to have the same strategies that I have, if you want to learn how I've been a full-time stock trader for the last 10 years, hey, let's get to work then. So it's really your call. But this weekend, 25% off for everything, so every single person can sign up. Tradecaster.com is where it's going down. So let's get ready to go here. Get ready to go. But yeah, make sure you guys also take advantage of Lightspeed coming on up. Here, I'll post this here for a second. Take a screenshot if you need to, but make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, StockTwits, all that good stuff. Take a screenshot if you need to of the small account challenge details so that you guys are all ready. But let's get dialed in. I want to start making some trades here, guys. I don't want to make today an entire sales pitch. I want to make sure that we're all set, ready to go, and getting ready for some trading. SLNO. SLNO. Still again watching this one. Dek, when is this one coming out live here? SLNO 943. It looks like we're going on a 10-minute halt. Looks like we're going on to a 10-minute halt here over on SLNO. Most likely it's going to gap down towards that VWAP area. SLNO looks like it's starting to get a little bit weaker. IMVT also looks like this is going to start getting weaker. Maybe watch for one more spike on up over on IMVT. And then I wouldn't be shocked if this one starts giving a lot of gains back. Remember, IMVT here, team, what I want to talk about with this one is that this play did have a good press release. IMVT announces positive phase 1 data. Now, positive data is great, but it's only phase 1 data. There's phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Phase 1 is the weakest out of all the phases. So you guys can see right here, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. You always want to be looking for phase 3 data. That's going to be the ones that are going to have the most hype, the most attention, the most action towards it. Okay? IMVT, if this one spikes back up to $36, I'm actually thinking about maybe getting in on a possible order. IMVT and kind of doing another possible trade here for a little head and shoulders pattern. Anyone think, we could see a little head and shoulders pattern? See the stock, pop itself on up, get a nice drop back on down. I can see one shoulder. Here's the head. Here'd be the other shoulder. So I'm thinking about actually, maybe another possible trade over on IMVT as it spikes on up towards like $36. Maybe gets a little pop right above $36, and then we can start being able to make a little bit of action. So you notice shoulder, head, here's the other shoulder. Looking for this one to reverse itself back on down. So that could be another possible trade. Maybe again, add another $300, be able to add, $600 total on the day. That'd be, a nice little way to kind of kick off our day here. So we have head, shoulder, left head, right shoulder, right? So you can see everything right here. So hopefully we get a little pop back above $36 and we could be able to make a little bit of action at this moment. It's really fired up on this day. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Really pumped. A little bit of action, a little bit of hype here. Tony, please email me at dekmartrades@gmail.com, or you can hit up Tradecaster, blue circle in the bottom left-hand corner, and they'll be able to help you with your account. So you'll be all set. Whiskey, when you say you are shorting a stock, are you selling the stock or doing options? I'm selling. So I'm shorting the play. I'm doing shares. I'm not doing any options. These are all through shares. Shorting. I'm betting against the company. Right now, IMVT. I still want to see if this thing can pop itself on up. SLNO. Dek, when is SLNO going to come out live? Well, if it's on a 10-minute halt. If SLNO is on a 10-minute halt here, team, it's coming out at 9:43 on the dot, which is going to be in 40 seconds. So SLNO, 9:43 on the dot, which is in about 20 seconds here. Anyone interested on just a short right off the rip right here over on SLNO? I would honestly wait for another pop over on SLNO back above $20. That's what I would like to see. I would like to see a little pop on SLNO above $20 and then a potential short. IMVT didn't get back above 36 bucks yet. All right, guys, 15 seconds away over on SLNO. I'm just going to have orders ready to go. SLNO, if it goes above $20 or if it ever randomly pop back above 20 bucks, I'm going to give it a chance on the short side once again. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1... SLNO. SLNO's live with a gap down. Guys, gap down right down towards the VWAP. Gap down right down towards the VWAP. If it keeps on dropping, dip buy is going to be back on down towards 15 bucks. So it came right on down towards the VWAP as expected. This is getting pretty weak at this moment. Let's see if we can spike ourselves back on up. Maybe start ripping and running back up towards 19 bucks. Dek, where's the Holt area? It would be halted if it spikes up to 1933 or if it dropped on down to 1581. 1933 or 1581 over on SLNO. So SLNO here. Dek, why do you like shorting so much? I went over this yesterday, guys. Shorting is the answers are given to you. Let me ask you this right now. It's very difficult to know what stock out of 3,000 options is going to be the #1 top gainer, right? Let's think about that. There's 3,387 stocks available to trade. Which one's going to be the top gainer tomorrow? Which one's going to be the biggest breakout tomorrow? Which stock is going to run over 100%? You got a 1 in 3,000 chance. But if I see a stock like SLNO, which is already up 304%, I know there's a great chance of dumping. So now it's a 1 out of 1 chance. When I buy for breakouts, I'm hoping that the 1 out of 3,000 is going to spike. Well, instead, if I just look at the top gainer on the day, well, now I know it's a top gainer. It's up 400%. There's a great chance it's going to come crashing on down. And you know what? That's what we see the majority of the time. SLNO has been a red candle this entire day. Right, we saw RNAZ yesterday. I shorted that play over on RNAZ from $3. It's all the way down towards 81 cents now. So the thing is, that's how we're able to consistently be able to make money. You look at top gainers, the answers are given to you on which ones are going to be the best shorts. So let's see what we have at this moment, team. Let's get absolutely fired up at this time. Yep, can you short underneath the PDT rule? Absolutely. You just got to be on a margin account. Margin account, you know, for shorting. I will be doing a cash account though for the small account challenge because I'm going to be doing options. I think it's important that we get off the starting gate very quickly with option trades. So that's, you know, I will be doing that, and then probably switching as we grow. How long do you think it'll take to get to 25K? Realistically, probably like 2 months. You know, it's not going to happen in one day. Probably going to be like 2 months to go from 2,000 to 25,000. So, you know, I'm going to be just doing everything live for you guys, making sure everyone's all set, understanding, of course, what we got to be looking at, what we need to be focusing on. We have room to spike here, team. It's getting a pop right back on up. Yep, team, and I'll be posting a link on Thursday with like the sign up for the small account challenge. With the sign up on the small account challenge, everyone, we will be linking a Lightspeed sign up so that you guys can get the $2,000. Right now, SLNO, we're still watching this play here. But no, guys, I love the questions. I love how, you know, eager and excited you guys are. I love how fired up you guys are for the small account challenge. But really, it just comes on down to the pure fact we're going from 2,000 to 25,000. We're starting with the cash account. I'm using Lightspeed. Signups are this weekend for it. And let's get ready to go. Dek, what's the biggest small account you've ever done? $4,000 to $85,000. That was the best I ever did. $4,000 to $85,000. That's like the best I've ever done. That's the biggest return. It was all live. I called every play out. That was insane. So that was my favorite one ever because everyone just made tons of money. If we could ever do a $4,000 to $25,000 again, or a $4,000 to $85,000 again, insane. Team SLNO is just not giving up. SLNO just refuses to give up right here. How's the SPY doing right now? SPY at this moment. Ooh, starting to drop back on down here. SPY starting to get very weak. Team, I do want to throw something out here real quick. I do want to do a quick paper trade account. Now, as you guys can see, this is real money trading. This is paper trading right here. I just want to do a put contract really quickly on a paper trading account. And I just want to see how much money with $2,000 can we make. So, like, I just want to start experimenting a little bit. So I don't want you guys to be like, oh, Dek's paper trading. Dek is paper trading on his paper trading. I just want to practice. I want to see how much money can I make doing a put contract on a slowish day on the SPY. This is a paper trading account in bright yellow and yellow everywhere. I try to make it as obvious as possible. This is a paper trading account, okay? But I just want to get ready for the small account challenge here. I just want to see, you know, how much money can we potentially make off of just a very, very tiny amount here. So that's just, give me a second here. I just want to see what we can do at this time. So let's say I did September 29th put contracts. Just want to see something real quick. Just want to see something. 3,600. No. Let's go 5,000. 7,000. Let's go 6. All right. So what this will be right here. I'm going to copy this order over here. Awesome. So I'm going to do SPY September 29th, 425 put contracts, and I can get 6 contracts. And I just want to see here, team, this is going to show up on the paper trading account. And I just want to see how much money we can make. September 29th contract, 6 contracts, put slightly out of the money. And let me just see right here, team. I just want to see right here. Actually changed here slightly, 4 contracts. There we go. Let's just see. All right. I just want to see how much money this would make us. I just want to kind of like get a gauge. I just want to get a gauge for option trades, you know, for $2,000. How much money can we win? How much money can we lose? And that's on the paper trading account. So I just want to put that on the bottom right-hand corner here and just kind of get a good idea on how much money we can win or lose. And this is just me, you know, getting ready. This is just me practicing and testing and seeing like what's our variables? Like how much money could we make on the upside? How much money could we make on the downside? And the same thing, I'm going to reverse that real quick. I'm going to do call contracts. I'm going to do the same exact thing and go for same exact thing, 4 contracts, go on the opposite side and click buy here. And let's just, actually, though, it's a little bit more expensive now on the buy side. So there we go. Oh, shit, I did it on the real money account. Okay, well, at least it's at least it's only a very little bit. I apologize. Let me just get out of this play. Actually, I was looking at the wrong box here, so I'm just going to sell this real quick. Sorry, guys. All right, got to do it on the fake money account here. That's not good. So let's do it on the one that's not real. Call contracts 2. Good thing it was only 10. 430, 4 contracts. And I just want to get ready. As you guys know, I just want to be prepared. I want to do everything that we're doing. I want to make sure that we're all getting dialed in. My goal for this small account challenge is every single person, not one of us, not two, but every single person comes out firing. Every single person wins. I don't want anyone to lose. All right, guys. So I just put in another one on this side. And I just want to start getting like some ideas on how much can we honestly win on a day, how much can we honestly lose on a day, right? So I just want to make sure that we're all set. How much can we win? How much can we lose? Just getting a little bit of better bearings on the small account here. SPY getting a little bit weaker. All right, guys, SLNO is live. Let's get back to our SLNO trade. SLNO is live, and SLNO is still, again, one of these top dogs here, team. So SLNO here, top dog, and can we possibly squeeze and spike? Obviously, everyone's still looking at SLNO. Also, don't forget, IMVT is a little sleeper pick over here. IMVT is a little sleeper pick. It's slowly fading at this moment, IMVT. Slowly getting weaker. If you are interested in saying, Dek, I don't want to trade SLNO. It just seems a little too fast for me. If SLNO is a little too fast for you, go over and short IMVT. IMVT should be a great play for you. And guys, here comes the potential squeeze over on SLNO. Here comes the potential squeeze over on SLNO. Oh boy. All right, team. You guys ready to start making some money? We've talked about a lot today. We've gone over a lot of different things. I think it's time for us to kind of, make some money here. I think it's time for all of us to, get dialed in and start coming out on top. So SLNO, obviously keeping our eyes peeled on this one. Definitely getting that little bit of a squeeze here. This one should be able to rip on up a little bit. Dek, do you want to go on the long side and look to see if this thing can be able to squeeze itself on up? I'm thinking about a long entry for now and then a short. I'm actually thinking about a long entry, even though it's like, Dek, it's up 400%. I'm always the guy that says, hey, I think it's going to turn into a big time dump. I'm always the guy that says, hey, get ready for a big time short. But we just broke through a downtrend. We still have room to run up towards around 24 bucks. I would not be shocked if SLNO at least gets back up towards around $24 or near $24. That's what I'm thinking. The only thing I don't like about SLNO, I'm gonna give you guys all the pros. I'm gonna give you guys all the cons right here. You guys ready for this? All the pros and all the cons. What we have on SLNO right here is SLNO just broke its downtrend. Breaking its downtrend usually leads to a violent reaction to the opposite side. Like for instance, when I take a look over on our downtrend breaks, right? Taking a look at a downtrend, we go up, 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 and then look at that opposite reaction to the opposite side. We're going up, 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 and then look at that violent reaction to the opposite side. Up, 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 violent reaction to the opposite side. Up, 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 violent reaction to the opposite side. Up, 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 violent reaction to the opposite side. So the thing is, SLNO, notice we have this nice squeeze, and now it's starting to spike. There could be a lot more left on this play where we go up to $23, $24, $25. Do I want to play it smart? Yes, of course. So what's the best way to play this smart? Is probably still look for a limit order, just because we have seen big dump, and the next thing you know, we spiked on up. And then you dumped on down. And the next thing you know, we spiked on up. So what I would honestly say is, if we want to look at the buy side, if we wanted to jump in on this play on the buy side here, what would we want to do? I would say let's still look for limit orders. Still, again, maybe put an entry down in the low $21 mark. Try to get filled somewhere near a bottom on at least some sort of support line, so we have room to be able to bounce, we have room to be able to move ourselves on up, and it's not like we're going to just be buying at the tippity top. So do I think SLNO is going to be going on up? Yes, I do. I do think SLNO is going to be going on up. But I would want you guys doing limit orders somewhere in $21. Dek, where do you think the high is going to be? I think the high could be $26, $27. I think this thing could spike all the way up to $26, $27. So let's get ready to go here. Watching this one closely. Let's get back over NASDAQtrader.com/Trader Holtz. PDY Aaron McKee taking a look over on TikTok, sent me a little heart with a crown on it, or I don't. Is that like a watermelon? I'm not really sure. I guess I have to like do a dance again. Thank you for the TikTok donation. I'll never get tired of just getting whatever. I don't know. I'll work on my dance moves, guys, but I appreciate it. So we got SLNO. Dek, when is SLNO coming out live? SLNO here, team. This play, 10:03 and 11 seconds. We'll be getting unhalted at 10:08 and 11 seconds. So 10:08 and 11 seconds. Team, I want to see, I might put in some limit orders for a dip buy. SLNO, limit orders, I'm thinking. I'm still going to stick with that 400 shares, and I'm just going to put them low. Let's do like a 2060 entry, 2060 entry, 2020 entry. You know, let's go a 2080 entry. I'm going to get filled on SLNO if we get any sort of gap down and then a possible spike on up. All right, guys, SLNO's live. SLNO's live. I'm not in on this play right now. Dek, where is SLNO getting halted at? SLNO will get halted on the downside at 21.15. On the upside, it'll be 25.85. Here comes SLNO with a spike. SLNO trying to spike itself on up. 25.85 next halt area. It's probably going to hit it, I think. We got up to 24.97. Watch for it to spike. Not filled on anything on the upside, guys. I did not get filled on this play. I'm going to cancel my orders right now, and I'm going to wait for it to spike all the way on up. I want to see a $25 break. I want to see $25 break and see this one squeeze up towards like $27. Let it spike on up. SLNO downside, 21.82, it gets halted. 21.82 is the halt on the downside. We just spiked all the way up towards $25, trying to get some sort of bounce off the old halt area. If it does keep falling on down, team, it's going to get halted very soon. Halt area, 21.82, very close from hitting it on the halt on the downside. We have just spiked all the way up to 25 bucks. We have $25 as the exact high. I personally did not see a $25 exact high area, but obviously we will keep our eyes peeled over on SLNO. Dek, where would you short this one? If I see this one back up towards around $24, I'm actually going to jump in probably with about 400 shares just to kind of give it a little bit of a chance. So we can actually see this thing back on up above, you know, $23 up near around 24. I'm probably going to give it a chance right here. And I'm talking about like within the next like 60 seconds. I want to see a quick little pop on up. Quick little pop on up. Right now, let's see. Can we get a quick little pop on up back above, you know, 23 up near around that $23.50, $24 mark? You know, give us a little bit of a climb back up towards around a high. I want to get, you know, I want to make a lot of money today. I want to be able to make a lot of cash today, but I want to do it with confidence. I want to do it, you know, making money. But I will look for a short if we come back on up towards probably this orange line right here. Back up towards around 23.50 or so. Going to give this one a chance to be able to spike itself on up. I think it's going to happen. If it ever breaks $25, 100% out. Break of $25 though, guys, be 100% out of this play. So basically, I'm going to be taking a little bit of a risk, buying in as it's spiking on up with a hard stop loss at $25. Looking for a short, which means I'm betting that the stock is going to fall on down. There is a larger spread as well, so it's going to be a little difficult to get filled the way you guys want to, because with the larger spread. Here's $23. I need one last little pop. Give me one last little pop up near that pre-market high. One little pop. 23. Guys, I'm going to do a short right here. Just got filled at 23.14. Yeah, not the best entry, but you know what? Better than nothing. So I'm in right now, 23.14, and on this play, as you guys can see, on the short side. Just popped itself on up right here. Gonna probably wait a little bit and then maybe add a last little bit. So here's a nice big green candle. I got 400 shares on this play. Break of $25. I'm 100% out of it. Guys, I'm getting out right now. Getting out. Came up towards $25 again. Just took a loss. Just took a loss. I'm not going to risk getting squeezed on. Oh, is it starting to drop back on down right here? This thing is getting so jumpy, guys. This thing is getting so jumpy. There's the pop that I wanted. Man, it's just getting so jumpy at this moment. I was not allowing to get squeezed up through $25. I did take a little bit of a loss, $745. I'm down $466 at this moment. But the thing is, it's like I know once I actually pull the trigger on this one, I can make a ton of cash. Once I pull the trigger, like really pull the trigger, like put 1,500 shares on this play, I can make a ton of money. We came up to 25, got rejected, came up to 25. It just, you can't get squeezed. If this thing breaks 25, you guys are going to lose so much money. And that's why I'm just staying very, very tight on it. I like how SLNO has a ton of action. I like how SLNO has a ton of volume. Here comes a little bit more weakness once again over on SLNO. It's trying to hold $23 the best it can. I'm only doing 400 share increments at a time. I don't want to do 1,500 shares right now. That's where you could get yourself in a lot of trouble. So right now, SLNO, we're still watching this play. Dek, you going to jump back in? I mean, if you're going to trade, it's going to have to be soon, right? If we're going to make money, it has to be soon on this play. SLNO, we just don't want to get caught on up. I would like to see a spike, maybe back on up 23.50 one more time. Try to get filled, and then give it another chance. It looks like it's getting a little bit weaker. Come on, let's get one more little pop back on up. Remember, hard stops at $25. Hard stops at $25. We refuse to get squeezed if this is going to pop itself on up. So make sure you guys always remember that. Refuse to be squeezed. You're always in charge of your account. You're always in charge of your money. 23.20 here, 23.25. I'm going to give it a chance. Going back in on the short side here. Backing on the short side here, team. Back in on the short side. Want to see if this thing can get the dump. Remember, as long as we stay underneath $25, we're good to go. Here comes a little bit of a pop. We might get one more little surge. Looks like we're still building higher lows. That's the thing. We're still building higher lows. There is a chance that we get one last little surge here. You guys can see my live P&L right above me. Here's that possible last little surge. I am adding one more little bit here. I am in on 800 shares at 23.28. In at 800 shares at 23.28. Can't allow this to break $25. That's what we refuse. Do not be caught up in that squeeze. Because remember, if we lose $1,000 or so, it's manageable. We lose $5,000, that's not manageable. Right? You need to always be able to understand your risk tolerance on what you're taking. I trade with a 6-figure account right now, so we are still watching this play, watching to see if we are going to get that potential dump back on down, looking to be able to make back our loss from earlier over on this one, be able to do what we do best on this play. Guys, I'm going to do 1,000 shares total. 1,000 shares total, cost basis 23.23. 1,000 shares total, cost basis 23.23. And that's going to, I'm going to be good right here with 1,000 shares. This is my biggest entry on the day. Looking for this one to crack back on down to $22, $21, $20. I'm looking to see if this one can get the dump here, team. I want to see this one collapse all the way back on down, get halted on the downside. Come on, baby. Let's get some weakness. Come on, SLNO. Let's get some weakness here. If we can start cracking all the way back on down towards 20 bucks, I'll put myself up in the green. We're making back our loss at the moment, but we need to get that dump and that flush. That's the big thing here, team. I'll let you guys know right now, if we break through $25, I am not holding this because I am going to take a pretty large loss. You know, not a super large loss, probably about like $1,500 to $2,000. It's just not worth it. But right now, I like my entry. I like how we're starting to turn a little bit. I am currently down about $400. We know we have a hard stop loss at $25. We're looking for a flush back on down to this purple line. Flush on down towards, again, the purple downtrend, 20 bucks or so. Holt area on the downside is 2092. 2092, Holt on the downside. Right now, it's a little bit of a battle. Half the traders are saying, hey, Dek. Half the traders are saying, we're holding on up. The other half of traders are saying, yeah, but we're not spiking. People are going to start getting tired soon. What can some traders see that could lead towards this thing squeezing? Does anyone see a little bit of a bull flag pattern? Little bit of a bull flag setup right here. Spike, triangle, little bull flag pattern. Definitely be careful on that. So I do see a little bull flag pattern. I am looking for the reversal and the dump here. I am in on this play, watching this one, trying to be careful. Don't want to put myself or have myself in a bad position. I got 500 shares typed on out, and I would just click buy twice, market order out if things are not looking good for me. Right now, I'm down 600 bucks. Looking for SLNO to get that weakness and really fall apart and really fade. We have to crack underneath what area to dump? $22. Underneath $22, we should get a nice, sell off and get that big time hold that I want to see. If we do spike on up towards, $25, you guys know I'm 100% out. Little bit of a bull flag pattern, which is slightly scaring me. I'll be honest with you guys, little bit of a bull flag pattern, slightly scaring me at this moment. But if we can crack 22, come on, crack it, baby. Crack 22 here. Come on, came in back on down, 22.50, 22.30s. We got 22.30s on the bids. We got to let this thing go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. 22.12, 22s, 21s. Come on, do it. We got 15 bucks. We're back into the green. We're so close to flushing here. So close to flushing. If we don't flush, though, that's where you probably have to lock out. We're at 22.07. Come on, we got to flush right here. Back into the green of $22. Come on, flush, flush. We want to see low 21s. It looks like it's happening, traders. It's 2160s, 2160s, 2150s, baby. We're currently up $700, $900, $1,000. We're currently up $1,000 at this moment, guys. I'm going to just be a smart trader, lock out to start, okay? I just want to lock out to start. Get myself back into the green. Calm down, Dek. Calm the fuck down. Okay. Traders, let's start fresh here. I just want to start fresh. Okay? Whoa. Okay. Let's just see. Let's just see what we get. All right? Let's just see what we get. Doing everything we need to do. Just locking in profits when we have some. I know I was up 1,000. I was up $1,000, and I just wanted to take. I was hoping to at least lock in 600, but I think it's that market order spread. That market order spread is making it so scary, so scary out here. It's just so scary. All right, now, still watch. Oh, guys, is it coming? Guys, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. If you guys are shorting right now, I love you. If you guys are shorting right now, I absolutely love you. Look at the short right now. You guys are killing it. I love you guys if you guys are shorting right now. Boom. Is that it? Look at SLNO. SLNO. Good job if you guys are shorting at this moment. Traders, SLNO right now. So at this moment, we're currently up $538. Can't be upset with the day. Can't be upset. Not a huge day. But, we are up $538. So, we'll take that so far. We'll take that so far. Easy Wave Rider just donated a fire emoji. Thank you, Easy Wave Rider. I appreciate it for the fire emoji. Guys, someone tell me right now in chat, how much is a fire emoji? How much did that person just donate to me? I don't know what that is. Dek, the paper trade's going well. Here we go. Okay. Look at this. SPY put side. Woo. So guys, this was a $2,000 investment on the paper trade. $250 right here. So $250 over on the SPY. Again, today we're just getting some gauges. We're getting some gauges on the small account challenge next week. Small account challenge starts next week. We're starting with $2,000. How much can we realistically make trading options? Right now, guys, that would be a 10% return. A little over 10% right now. If we can, consistently lock in 200, $200, right? That's 10% return, 10% return, 10% return. That's solid. I'm just going to keep letting that rock for a little bit. This just little heads on up, team. This is a paper trade. This is not real money, okay? Just want to be open about that. Notice how it's in yellow. It is a paper trade. If everyone's saying, Dek, what the heck are you talking about? I don't know, guys. So I started doing the live streams over on TikTok as well. I just started those yesterday, and I see people again. I know what you have to do on TikTok, guys. TikTok is what you either have to when you go live. These are the lives that I come across. Okay, please let me know on TikTok, people. If you guys are with me here. Whenever I go on TikTok, I either see people racing marbles, and they're just like, the blue marble is in front. Or, on top of that, they're sitting there like this as NPCs, and then you just say, oh, chicken wing. Oh, chicken wing. Oh, thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose. I don't get any dates. No girls ever like me. Oh, chicken wing. Oh. I'm not doing that, okay? I ain't doing that. I'm a man. I'm 30 years old. I have dignity. Not a lot of dignity, but I'll do it. All right, guys? You can't just throw money at me and tell me what to do, unless it's a lot of money, okay? So people saying, oh, Dek, I donated a rose. Do something for me. You got. I have a little bit more respect for myself. If you want me to, again, get naked in front of the internet, it has to be at least $5 to $10, okay? Have some respect for yourself, people. Dang it. I never been on a date. I'm a fucking loser. Let's get ready to go. Let's get ready to go. Locked in right now. Absolutely locked in at the moment. Dek, I'll give you $5 if you keep your clothes on. Do it. Do it. Right now, we're still keeping our eyes peeled. SPY, staying alert, staying ready here, team. SPY, staying alert, staying ready. SPY, staying ready on this one. We got our paper trade down south. That was the put contract. That one's still trying to hold on up, but let's get ready over on SLNO. SLNO, staying alert over on this play. Dek, what are you thinking? I think we're going to have some strong... I think we're going to spike back up, honestly, for like a second. See, I think we're going to spike right back up towards like $23, and I'm probably going to jump in on another short. What's my target every day? My target every day is about $1,300. That's what I like to make every single day. $1,300. So SLNO, let's see if we spike back on up, and we might jump back in on this play. I want to see a big upper shadow, $22 plus if we can get it. SLNO, can we get our big upper shadow, $22 plus? We're jump back in over on the short side, over on SLNO. This play has really been all over the place here, but I want to see it spike up above $22, basically spike up near this like orange line area, and then we can get a short right back on down. Maybe 2190s. I want to see something like that. I don't want to buy at the short at the bottom. Just like I don't like buying at the top, I don't like shorting at the bottom. Right now, again, we're currently up $538 on the day, but I want to try to get up towards around $1,300. $20 starting to crack slightly here. Let's see what we can do. Remember, guys, small account challenge starts up on Monday. Small account challenge starts up on Monday. Sign-ups are Thursday through Monday. If you do not sign up this weekend, you will not have access to the small account challenge. We are not going to be going live on YouTube or any of that stuff. It's only on tradecaster.com. So this weekend and this weekend only. Same exact thing for Lightspeed. Their deal for $2,000 is this weekend and this weekend only. Right now, team, let's see if we can get a little pop on up. Let's see, can we pop on up here? Give us that little, give us that little love. Just a little love. Just give us that little love. Yeah, I've also been seeing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh on TikTok lately. You guys ever see those Yu-Gi-Oh duels? There's that one guy. That one guy who like dresses up and he does Yu-Gi-Oh. He's entertaining. Pretty entertaining guy. I don't really follow Yu-Gi-Oh, that much. I'm 30 years old and not about it at this moment, but you know what? I respect the passion. I respect the commitment. If you want to dress up as an anime character and have a plastic board strapped to your arm for 8 hours, I guess that's your thing. That's fine. Right now, I want to see if SLNO can be able to pop itself on up here. SLNO is looking weak. SLNO looks like it's going to crack here soon, guys. I'm hoping that we get one more little pop back on up. I want one more little pop back on up. One last little pop on up here, team, is, you know, what I can really take. Come on, baby. Come on. Give us one more pop. Also, how's IMVT doing? IMVT has been the creeper, guys. IMVT, it's creeping. I'm actually thinking about a possible IMVT trade. IMVT at this moment, watch for one pop on up. We're inside of a channel pattern. Channel patterns are awesome. And why are channel patterns so great? Because they just tell you like how high we're going to go on up and how high we're going to be going on down. So you guys can take a look right here. You pop on up towards around like 36.40 on IMVT. You got a good entry. Right? Notice, we came up to 36.40. We fell on down to 34.50. We popped on up towards around $37. We came on down to 34.50. We popped on up, came back on down. We popped on up to 36.40. We came back on down. I would like to see it just came on up towards, again, 36.30. You know, can we get like one little pop on up a little bit higher towards like 36.40? We have room to fall all the way back on down. If you are looking for maybe just a slow and steady trade, IMVT could definitely be that trade. I would like to see, you know, maybe one last little pop on up towards, again, that 36.50, 36.60 mark, and then actually be able to see a nice little drop back on down here. So IMVT, maybe a little bit of a short over here. All right, maybe a little bit of a short over here. Get the blood pumping a little bit. Get ourselves moving. Get ourselves jumping around. You know, because I like how IMVT is trying to get the little pop on up. So can IMVT, guys, I'm giving IMVT a chance. I'm doing 500 shares on IMVT here for a moment. I just want to see, can we hit the, we've hit this red line and we fell, and we broke it for a second, came back on down. We hit this red line, then we fell. We hit this red line, then we fell. IMVT, I'm shorting right now over on IMVT. IMVT, I was up, a little over $200 on IMVT. And right now I'm currently in the red on IMVT. You can see this is from my last trade, and I'm looking for it to drop underneath the price of, I'm in at 36.48. So right now I'm in on 36.48 on IMVT. I want to see if this is going to crack back underneath that red line. So that's the goal. Crack back underneath the red line over on IMVT. I am shorting this play at this moment. If it starts spiking, I am going to get out, but I do think we are inside of a channel pattern, so I do just want to hold this for a little bit. But I am in right now on IMVT, 500 shares on the short side, which means every 10 cents that falls on this play, I make $50. So every time it falls 10 cents, I make $50. So I want to see, can IMVT dump back on down towards $36, start getting that weakness? I am in on this play right now. I'm slightly down. You know, I'm down, you know, what, like $80 at this moment. So 36.48. You can see the stock is at 36.54 right now. Let's see if IMVT can fall back inside the channel and start getting the weakness. So that's the goal here. Fall back inside the channel, fade back down to $36. This one is going to be a little bit of a slower one, hopefully. We want this to be a slower one. We want this to fade. We want this to fall. We don't want this one squeezing and spiking. If it starts squeezing and spiking and taking on off, I am just going to get out, move on. So right here, IMVT, it's still trying to stay alive here a little bit. High of the day, 37.26, high of the day. I am currently, at this moment, watching this play. We've had upper shadows, upper shadows. I mean, if you just connect some of the dots here, can we squeeze? Absolutely. But here again, it came on up, it got a reversal. Here it came on up, it got a reversal. Here it came on up and got a reversal. And Dek, where's your entry right now? My entry's at the red line. If I see a reversal at the red line, a reversal slightly above the red line, a reversal slightly underneath the red line, and a reversal at the red line, I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to give this a chance, try to make us some cash. Give us a chance, try to make some money. Give us a chance to see what we can do here, right? Can't make money with that. You know, who said it, guys? Who said the old saying? Scared money don't make money? I'm moving silence like a G. Lasagna. I keep an AK underneath my bed to kill snitches. I don't think that one has to do with stock trading. But you know what? I'm just getting in the mood a little bit. You know, I'm just getting fired on up right there. Claire, you think you can throw on some classics? Claire, do you think you can throw on some classic hip hop? Yeah, some like gangster stuff. Yeah. See what you can whip up. I keep an AK under the bed to kill snitches. IMVT. Still watching this play here. IMVT. Still watching to see if we get that drop. You know, again, slow and steady. That's fine. We just don't want to, Dek, if it goes above 36.90, probably get out. End up, you know, losing a little bit of my profit from before. I'm not doing massive trades at this moment either. Everything, as you guys can tell, has been a little bit smaller so far today, just because I haven't been in love with any sort of trade just yet. You know, the most money we've been up so far today was 500 bucks, right? And, you know, $500, it's fine. Nothing wrong with 500 bucks. I usually shoot for $1,300 per day. Comes on out to about a $400,000 yearly salary. So that's usually the goal. But remember, to be able to hit $400,000 yearly salary, what's extremely important? To keep our losses small, to keep our losses tight. I'll be the first one to say I'm not going to win every single trade I make. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to finish in the green every single day. But if I win $1,300 on average, and then I lose $300 on average, right? That's going to be a very consistent long-term path for me. IMVT still watching to see. We got a little top, got a little top, got a little top. Can we get our red candle over on IMVT? Can we get our red candle back on down towards, again, 36.30? Little higher lows. You know, little higher lows right now. The itsy bitsy, it's higher lows. But as I said, I expect this to be a little bit of a slower trade for us at this moment. Dek, you could add it if you want to. I could add a little bit at like 36.75, bring up my cost basis to like 36.55. I could do that. But I don't want to add when we're building higher lows. And what do I mean by higher lows, if anyone's confused by this? When I'm talking about higher lows, I don't like to add when a stock is doing this. When a stock is building up, falls on down, builds up, falls on down, builds up, falls on. Every time it falls on down, it's slightly higher than where it just was, which is showing that there's still strength on the play. You don't ever want to add when you're building higher lows. That's never good, okay? So you can add when the higher lows crack, or when you start building lower lows. Like right now, you can see we're starting to crack a little bit, and let's see if we get that reversal now. So we got our top, we got our top, we got our top. We still have slightly higher lows here, right? And where's the higher lows? Notice we have that uptrend. So Dek, where would you get paid out if we start cracking this line? I'm gonna put this line for everyone can see it in purple, okay? So I'm gonna put this line in purple. If we can fall underneath this line, I'll probably make another like 400, 500 bucks. If IMVT again holds this purple line and squeezes, I'm gonna have to get out and move on and take a little bit of a loss. But, you know, that's just me telling you exactly what's going to happen in the next few moments. So IMVT getting very tight right here. Still trying to break through that 36.90 mark. Hasn't really been able to do it. And there's a little pop right there. There's a little bit of that pop right here, team. Got to be careful, right? Needs to dump on down. I'm giving this maybe 10 more seconds or I'm getting out. It's actually not holding. So it's actually getting a little bit of a pop and it's starting to come right back on down here a little bit. So that's good news. But I'm just giving you guys an idea. I might have to get out of IMVT here momentarily if this is not going to do what I want. One thing that you have to learn about being a stock trader is you cannot be stingy. Oh, it's all good, guys. Came right back on down. What do I mean by be stingy? If a trade's not working out for you, you move on from it, you get out. Here comes that possible reversal, guys, and here comes the Dumperooski. We're up $500. Hey, guys, here comes the Dumperooski. The Dumperooski, baby. Onsia, we got the Dumperooski. Happy Oktoberfest, everyone. Do you want a weasel schnitzel? Guys, we're currently up again, $439. Let's see, can we crack on down sub $36? That's what we want to see, sub $36. Onsia, happy Oktoberfest. Yeah. Isn't that right, Papa? Did you see that this thingy had the upper hard shadows, yeah? We had the higher lows. The higher low, and then the higher low started cracking, yeah? Grandpapa, but now it's spiking back up. What happens in Oktoberfest? So we did get a little bit of a drop. Get a little pop. This is a slower play. Watching to see if this one's going to be able to hold itself on up. We're currently up 344. We're looking for that ultimate dump back down sub $36. That's obviously the goal here. Come on. Come on here. Right now, IMVT still just trying to hold up the best it can right around that 36 bucks. We are slightly higher than what we were, but IMVT not really doing it for me. Guys, IMVT not really doing it for me at this moment. And it's actually IMVT. We're having spike, dump, spike. Oh man, guys, look at this. Now it's spiking on up. All right, Dek, just get out of IMVT. Move on from this play. IMVT, and now it's starting to come back on. I don't want to play this game. This is not a fun game. What do I mean by it's not a fun game? I'm not in the game of, all right, guys, here's a nice triangle. Triangle setting itself up, massive dump. Okay, never mind, it's spiking back on up. Never mind, we just hit a new high of the day. Never mind, now it's crashing back on down. I don't want to play this game over on IMVT. Like, you know, right now I'm down 15 bucks. Down 15 bucks on IMVT. It's not even worth it for me at this point. This play is just being annoying. This play is more just being frustrating. This play is not really doing what I want it to do. And you know what? It's Oktoberfest. Grandpapa, again, he doesn't want me to keep on holding it. So I'm going to give this a second here, and then I'm just going to get out. I'm going to go to something hotter, a little bit something more predictable, something that we can play that, you know, is going to be better for us. Do I think IMVT will fade? The answer is yes. But I don't think there's a reason for us to keep on holding and hoping. So I'll lose $7 on the trade. Big whip-de-doo. So lost $7 on that trade. No big problems there. And I do think it will keep on falling, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I want to play something a little hotter, something a little faster, something a little better for us. I think you guys would agree as well. SLNGO. BFRG. Does anyone see something a little bit hotter, a little bit better, a little bit quicker, a little bit faster? Yeah. Come on, come on. Yes, 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 yes. SLNO, little head and shoulders pattern. SLNO, it's gonna, I would have to wait, honestly, until it's spiked all the way back up towards like 23, 25. You know, I would have to wait until this one spikes up a little bit higher. You know, I'm gonna do another fake trade. Just want to put this out there. This next trade will be fake. Okay. What I want to do at this moment is I was doing these two put contracts out of the money. I want to put some contracts in the money over on this, and I just want to see if they pay out more money quicker. So I'm going to do, let's do some put contracts. We'll do a put contract, and we're going to put ourselves in the money. So we'll go 428 or so. And I'm just experimenting right now because the small account challenge is coming on up, and I want to see what combination is going to be able to make us the most amount of money with a smaller account. That's what I'm just trying to do right now, guys. So we have September 29th expiration, giving us a little bit of time. And let's just do, how much would be like 4 contracts here? 4 contracts, nope, $5,000. Could we do 2 contracts? $2,560. Okay, let's just do, all right, we'll just do 1 contract. 1 contract is $1,200. 428. Yeah, so we'll do 1 contract here. And that is going to be on the put side. Yes. All right, and then we're going to have call contract. Market. Going to go down to 427. Put ourselves slightly in the money. And that's going to cost us $1,500. I just want to see. I just want to see if they can pay out any like better, right? So we have a couple plays that are out of the money, a couple plays that are in the money. Just want to see what's going to pay out better. That's all. Just doing some experiments, just kind of working on my end, seeing what we got. SLNO, little bit of hype. I still want to get like my target. Yesterday, for anyone who was not here, we absolutely crushed it. $1,800 yesterday, if you guys were here. $1,800. Now, also a little side note. Traders, I'm going to be here every single day for the entire week. So if you guys are enjoying this right now, if you guys are on YouTube and enjoying this, if you guys are on TikTok and enjoying this, obviously you guys on Tradecaster enjoy it. I'm going to be here every single day all the way till Friday. But I'm going to let you guys know Friday is the last one for a long time. So Friday's the last one for a while. And the reason why is because we're buckling down for the small account. So we're going to have this week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, TikTok live, Tradecaster live, YouTube live, Discord live. But after this week, it's time to, again, to buckle down for the small account challenge. Right now, SLNO still watching this play. Right now, still just waiting here, team. Want to see if we can get something a little bit faster, a little bit hotter. Is the market moving? Obviously, we can do an option trade. I would, with our normal account, do an option trade with our normal account here. But I would like to see what's kind of getting a little bit faster. Tesla, not too bad. SPY still red on the day, so SPY has still been significantly red. Any other kind of fast-moving penny stocks? Any sort of fast-moving plays here? What are you guys playing? Are you guys still just watching SLNO right now with me? So right now we're just, again, keeping our eyes peeled. Looking for this next move and looking for that next rip and run. I'm just trying to stay alert, that's all. Just trying to stay alert, just trying to stay ready. Yeah, BFRG still weaker. SLNO. SLNO. Still on high watch, still on high alert over on SLNO. We've had little pops, little climbs on SLNO. And ultimately, like when we take a look over on SLNO's play here, SLNO, when we take a look over on the stock here, we have just been moving a little sideways, right? Moving a little sideways. I guess you could say we are still inside this channel setup, almost like what we had over on IMVT. Little bit of a channel setup, possible room to run back on up towards $24. So what I mean by a channel setup is we have our guidelines. We have where is the best entry, where is the worst entries. So when SLNO, if SLNO spikes up to right here, what's the best entry? Is it to buy it or is it to short it? Every time we have come up here, every time we have come up here, every time we have come up here, it seems like the best entry is a short side because the odds are it would hit and probably start reversing back on down. Those would be the odds. Now, when it comes back on down to here, when it comes back on down to here, when it comes back on down to here, when it comes back down to here, what would be the best entry? The best entry would be to buy it, to go on up. Now, let me talk to you guys here for a second. Let me talk to you guys here. What you guys have to realize is there's a lot of traders out there that all say the same thing. Traders always say, Dek, every time I buy a stock, it goes opposite. Every time I short a stock, it goes opposite. Every time I sell a stock, it does what I want. Every single time I don't do a play, it does what I want. Does anyone else feel like they're personally victimized by the stock market? Anyone feel like, hey, every time I do something, it always does the opposite? It's because your mind is playing a trick on you. What you are actually doing at this moment is you see that SLNO would be coming on up towards the high of the day. And as it comes up towards the high of the day, you say, here comes the big time breakout. And you end up buying it, and then it ends up falling on you. And then you get really angry, and then you get really upset, and then you wait and wait and wait and wait to lose, and now you're seeing your account fall and fall and fall and fall, and you say, okay, that's it, I'm getting out. Just to see moments later that it starts bouncing its way back on up. And you'd say, oh man, I can't believe it's bouncing its way back on. You know what? Okay, I'm going to jump back in. And then you jump back in on it, and then it falls and fades and falls and fades. But what's your issue here? Your issue is you are having the wrong entries. You can see that we hit the top here and we fell. You can see that we hit the top here and we fell. You can see that we hit the bottom and we bounce. You can see we hit the bottom and we bounce. You can see you hit the bottom and we bounce. You can see when we hit the bottoms, we bounce back on up. When we hit the tops, we fall back on down. Everyone is always looking for breakouts, and breakouts are awesome. But breakouts probably happen maybe once every 5 touches of resistance. Sometimes once every 10 touches of resistance. When we come up to resistance, you will always have a better chance of seeing the stock reverse than breaking on out. Breaking out's difficult. Breaking out's hard to do. You will always have a better chance of seeing the stock come back on down rather than it reaching up to new highs. It takes a lot of volume. It takes a lot of attention. It takes a lot of hype to break through resistance and run up towards new highs. So what you are actually doing is you are always looking for the jackpot. You're always looking for the big jackpot for that thing to spike and rip on run, and then you don't get it, and then you don't have a stop loss, so you hold very long. Then you finally get out, but now it's at support, so it does start bouncing its way back on up, and you didn't buy in at support because now you're saying, oh, the stock stinks. No, now it's the best dip buy area. So if you are a brand new trader and you only buy when stocks spike, you're going to lose every single time, because stock trading is a game of opposites. You see a stock spike, it's time to short it. You see a stock dump, it's time to buy it. Not running around saying, oh, stock went up, time to buy it. Oh, stock go down, no good for me, right? That's not what you guys want. It's a game of opposites. I see a big time spike, I'm shorting it. You see a big time dump, I'm buying it, right? That's the way the day trader mindset has to work. That's how you guys have to start getting, adapted to this market, understanding it, much better. All very, very important things here, traders. Right now we're keeping our eyes peeled on this one. Waiting and watching. Seeing the volume, seeing the momentum, seeing the action, seeing the hype. Half man. Buy high, sell low. It's a tough way to trade. Tough way to trade. So let me ask you guys a question right here. Something that's really neat and something that I always like to think about is for anyone that starts kind of getting a little uncomfortable right now, and they start asking themselves, well, Dek, what could I do? I want to jump in on SLNO right now. I need to jump in on SLNO right now. Well, let me ask you guys something. At this moment, SLNO has a top. Okay, you guys can do this on your trades. Okay, SLNO has a top at $24. SLNO has a bottom at the price of $18. And right now, we are at the price of $20. Okay, cool. So, let me ask you guys a very important question. How much room does SLNO have to spike on up? SLNO at this moment has about $4 that it could climb on up before it hits resistance. SLNO has about $2 that it could drop. $2 that it could fade on off to. So if you had to just kind of go off this, what is the better trade? The long side or the short side? Well, I would say there is more reward on the long side right now. You have better chance of making money on the long side, more money to be made because you have more room to run. But there is something to take into account. What's to take into account is you do have a downtrend still forming, right? Just like we talked about higher lows before, you do have lower highs at this moment where we do have a downtrend. We do have weakness. We can see we're starting to fade on off. You can see we're starting to drop at this time. So SLNO, we do have these fading. We do have this dropping at this time. We are seeing some weakness at this moment over on SLNO, right? So we'll see if we can squeeze. We'll see if we can pop. We'll see if we can start getting a little bit of a move towards that upside. All right. SLNO, definitely a play that we want to stay alert on. Definitely a play that we want to just be ready to rock and roll on. Other than that, though, we are seeing more room towards the upside, but don't do it until you break this downtrend at least. Really, the best entries are always at support, and the best entries are at resistance. What I'm trying to gauge is a lot of times buying in the middle is no man's land, right? And a really cool thing to kind of think about it in this manner is just do this, guys. All right, I'm gonna show you guys something that always helps me not get involved in bad entries. All right. I'm going to take a screenshot right here. All right, here's a screenshot. We're going to go over to Paint. Let me go over to Paint here. Bring this on up. And I always like to do this with my trades. It always helps me. So I can already see right now over on SLNO. what is the best area for me to be able to trade? Okay? Well, Dek, every time it comes on down to this blue line, we have a bounce play. There's a bounce play. There's a bounce play. There's a bounce play. There's a bounce play. Here's an old high. Here's an old high. So we can see that this is where reversals happen. Okay, awesome. Every time we come up towards these tops, we have reversals to the downside. Top, top, top. Now let me ask you guys a question. What happens when we're in the middle? What happens when we are between, right, this black line, and what happens when we're between this black line? Complete randomness. Sometimes we go up, sometimes we go down. Here's a little pop, here's a little drop, here's a little pop, here's a little drop, here's a pop, here's a drop, here's a pop, here's a drop. I don't know what's going to happen inside this middle of the triangle. There is nothing but absolute randomness. So you know what I would do if I were you? Is just don't even make this even tradable for yourself. Okay? What I would do if I were you is let's just completely block this on out and say this is no man's land. This is where we do not trade whatsoever. Do not trade whatsoever. That's no man's land. Okay? No man's land whatsoever. The only entries that we are allowed to do at this time, the only entries that we are allowed to do is where you can see space. Those are the only entries that you're allowed from now on. Anything in the black is not worth it. Anything in black is not worth getting involved in. Make sense? So now you can get at these little bottoms or you can get at the little tops. Black is no man's land. That's random gambling. So if you're in between, that's gambling time. We're going to avoid gambling. Remember, traders, you can make the stock trade. I see that all the time on my TikToks. I see that all the time on social media and Instagram. People say, "No, this guy just gambles and wins all the time." Yeah, because that makes sense. People, it's like an insult. That's like a compliment at all times, right? It's like, this guy, all he does is gamble, but he just wins all the time gambling. No, there's a reason why I win more than I lose. There's a reason why that I win over 75% of the time. There's a reason why that I've been able to do this the past 10 years. There's a reason why that I'm able to have success when I trade. It's because I wait for the odds in my favor. Tradecaster members, you guys have heard this a million times, but I have to be the house, not the tourist. Imagine if we played a roulette game and instead of, 36 numbers, right, and red and black, imagine if it was just two numbers. Two numbers, right? 50-50 chance. But imagine if, let's say, red or black, the pie chart was like this. It's like, all right, hey, imagine if there was a casino game where they spin a ball just like roulette, but it went like this. And anything in the red, right? That was a color you can pick, or you could pick anything in the blue. If this was a game and it paid out, 50-50, I would just sit here for days. I would sit here every single day. And I would have all my money, and I would just sit here. I would have stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of money. And all I would do every single time is put money on the blue. And then I'd win money. And I'd put money on the blue. And I'd win money. And every now and then it would land on the red. And I would lose a little money. But you know what? I've made so much money since then that it doesn't even matter. If it lands on the red once every 10 times and I win 9 out of 10 times, who cares? I would play this game all day. I would just sit here and play this game over and over and over and over and over again. Well, that's what I do in the stock market. I sit here all day for the last 10 years straight, and I just keep playing the same game where I have an 80% chance of success, where I have a 75% chance of success. And if it doesn't work out, I move on from it because I know my next spin is going to be a successful one. So that's all I do over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Right now, SLNO getting a little bit weaker here. SLNO getting a little bit weaker. IMVT, what's this one? IMVT's been working itself on up here still. So IMVT still trying to get a little bit of action. It's almost 11 o'clock so far this morning. We're not seeing, anything that's absolutely insane. Not using anything that's absolutely wild right now. I'm hoping that maybe something can pick up some steam though. If that's SLNO, if that's, another one of these plays, I'm hoping something can pick up a little bit faster. If not, of course we got this afternoon. So if not, we got this afternoon to kind of see what's going to be that next pop, next rip, next run. I'm going to stay alert, staying ready. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Actually, never mind. We're fine. Come on. Just watching and waiting, seeing where this volume is going to be taking us towards next. IMVT trying to stay above that 3680 mark. Notice again this play, saying deck, it looks like it's finally starting to reverse a little bit. Are we getting that true reversal? It does look like we're finally getting a little bit of that reversal. If we wanted to jump in on IMVT, I don't think it's a bad idea too. This is a play though that it's not going to be a fast one. We're not going to get paid out quickly. I'm personally, again, even though I'm only up $237, which is a very small amount of money, the thing is, hey, we're up $237, right? We're still in the green. The worst thing is to just throw ourselves in money and just be in the red for no reason. We need to learn to be conservative. Let me ask you guys a question here for everyone that's listening. How many people here have ever made $1,000 on the day? How many people here have ever won $500 on the day? How many people here have ever been up $200? But for some reason or another, you just said, well, I kind of want to make more. I'm not happy with this. And then your $1,000 ended up going into the red and you lost $200. How many people here were up $500 and ended up being down $1,000? How many people here have been up $200 and end up losing $200? How many people here have ever made $5,000? The worst, you guys want to hear my worst ever? Worst was I was up $28,000. I was up $28,000 in a day. And I ended up losing $8,000 on the day. I didn't lock in $28,000 in profit. That's the worst. Those sting. Those are going to hurt you. So yeah, that's a tough feeling, absolutely. That's always a tough feeling. It's like, I get that feeling. I definitely understand the feeling. And it's like the same exact thing. Like, one of the worst feelings is sometimes like my Ferrari will get washed and then like waxed, and then like my Lamborghini will get washed and waxed. And then I walk outside and it's a beautiful day and I'm sitting there and I'm trying to ask myself, it's like, which one do I take out today? Like, do I take out the Ferrari or do I take out the Lamborghini? And just the fact is, like, I have to choose and I got to pick one. And it's just like, that's one of the worst feelings in the world. And, it kind of goes with the same feeling of being up in money and then losing money is, and I get it, we all kind of have those bad feelings at times, and being up in profit and losing it sucks. And it just, that's a comparison, walking outside and just seeing, I have a Lambo at the Ferrari and it's just like, which one do I pick? And I just don't know which one to drive sometimes. It hurts, Right now, IMVT. Come on, market. 11 o'clock here, market. We got to see a little bit more action from you. SPY. Can we see the SPY start getting a little weaker? Maybe I throw in a little options tradey. What are you guys thinking? You guys thinking maybe a little option trade? Maybe get a little option trade putski? Little Teddy Brewskis? Right now, I'm thinking maybe, I might get a little involved here. At least give it a small option trade here. I'm thinking option trade, put side, 25 contracts, market order, throwing in there. Let's go September 27th. Put side, watch for a pop back up towards that VWAP. What's today? Yeah, September 27th. Yeah, it just fights time decay a little bit. And then let's actually put ourselves like right next to the money. Or even in the money. just because it's so slow. You know, whenever we're slower, I like to put myself like in the money on these plays. Let me just see. I like to see how much these are going to cost. Oh, 9,000 bucks. That's not bad at all. Let's bump that up a little bit. 428 put side. So I'm thinking about doing this contract. Maybe this contract right here, team. Give myself a little bit of time decay guidance, you know, going out to tomorrow's expiration. Want to see if we can get a little pop back up to the VWAP, looking to play the downtrend. VWAP area is up towards around the 428.40 mark. Maybe get one little trade in here, team. This is a trade that could definitely pay out some quick money, especially if we can get a nice little reversal. So I would like to see maybe a little pop on up. I'm just seeing that we do have a downtrend. A little downtrend here. Pop on up towards, again, 428.40. Little entry. Get involved. Maybe be able to make some cash. I want to see you get a little pop on up. You know, 428.40. Hit that area, reverse back on down. I don't want to force. Kind of want to keep some things, again, a little bit on the tighter side. SPY. Can we get that little pop on up on the SPY right here? We're just watching to see, can we get that little pop right back on up towards this top area? And again, a little bit of a smaller day so far, traders. IMVT still holding itself on up. Ryan says, Deck, I was up $4,500 before, 2 weeks ago. Ended up only winning $600. I've been there. Hey, I get it. That's why sometimes it's all about, walking away with gains. I would rather win $200 today than lose $200 today. That's why I'm kind of just giving this one final chance here. I'm thinking if I don't make, a nice profit off my next trade, I just want to walk away, even $200, make $500 and just walk away, take some gains. Right? That's basically what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a test, a little shy of the VWAP. So I'm going to give this probably one more trade here today, one more trade this morning, and then go from there. Let's see if we get a little pop on up over on the SPY. Tesla, not doing too much just yet. I like how Tesla is getting a little bit of that fade. Tesla's getting a little bit of that drop back on down. SPY right now, as long as the SPY holds underneath the VWAP, VWAP is one of the strongest resistance lines in stocks. So, or indicators, I should say, one of the strongest resistance lines. And the S&P 500 with this nice downtrend already pointing to the downside. So we're pointing to the downside underneath the VWAP. We have a little bit of higher lows, but if we pop ourselves on up towards, again, 428.35, we should drop right back on down. Just trying to make a quick little $300 profit before we kind of, wrap some things on up. So it's already getting a little bit weaker here. And yes, guys, for anyone that says, Deck, what indicators are you supposed to use? Everything you're supposed to use. Everything is over on TradeCaster. So when you guys sign up to the small account challenge, you'll have access to the full 2023 bootcamp, the small account challenge previously. You'll be able to watch level 2 bootcamps. You guys will be able to watch shorting bootcamps. You guys will be able to watch entries and exit bootcamps, candlestick bootcamps, indicator bootcamps, trendline bootcamps, option bootcamps. So you guys have everything you need. You guys don't need to go out and buy a $3,000 course. Literally everything is going to be right here when you guys sign up for the small account challenge this weekend. Right now, team, let's just see if we get that little pop on up to that purple line. Pop to the purple line, take advantage of it, trying to see if we can make a quick buck, make, $500 to wrap it on up. We'll be all set, ready to go. So can we just get that little pop on up purple line, test that VWAP area? Probably going to be my final trade this morning because SLNO is getting too slow. IMVT is not doing too much for me. So probably final trade this morning, and then over lunch hours, I'll keep my eyes peeled over on SLNO to see if SLNO is going to be able to run through 24 bucks. So over lunch hours, I will watch SLNO to see if that thing can squeeze, to see if SLNO can be able to pop, to see if SLNO can be able to bring in that action. Right now, still watching the SPY. Got to get that pop on up above that 428 mark. That's the thing, guys. We got to get that pop right above, again, that 428 mark. Once we can get that pop right above 428, we'll be all set, ready to go here. And SPY's already getting a little bit weaker. SPY starting to drop. If you guys do have any questions, comments, or concerns, right now is a perfect time to ask. And, you know, the floor is open. I'm obviously here to help. So right now, team, is an absolute perfect time to ask if you have questions on the small account challenge, if you have questions on my broker, if you guys have questions on shorting, if you guys have questions on the sale this weekend, if you guys have questions on the sign up for the small account challenge this weekend. Right now is the perfect time to ask. So I'll check TikTok, YouTube, Tradecaster. Make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go here. Is that a head and shoulders over on the SPY? The SPY right here. I don't really see a head and shoulders. I can see what you mean. I can see a shoulder here, a head here, and a shoulder here. Usually head and shoulders happen at the high of the day though, not usually in the middle of the chart, but I do see what you're seeing, so that's awesome. How do you sign up to the small account challenge? Follow me on, again, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, anything along those lines. Tradecaster.com this Thursday will have everything that you guys need. So September 28th to October 2nd, you must sign up to Tradecaster.com this weekend to access the small account challenge. Everything's 25% off, and you guys will be able to have access to the video library, all the live streams, the small account challenge, the chat room, everything. I will be using Lightspeed as my broker. I'll be starting with a cash account just because we're going to be doing options. And after we get the ball rolling a little bit, we'll switch over to a margin account afterwards. But starting off, we're doing a cash account to be able to grow our account a little bit quicker. Okay? But Tradecaster.com, 25% off. Sign up this weekend to have full access to the small account challenge. Take advantage of it. Lifetime memberships over $1,000 off. Make sure you guys are all set there. Do we need a code for the discount? Nope, it'll just come up. So Thursday, it'll come on up. How bad is the learning curve on that trading platform? Not bad. If you have a little experience with TD Ameritrade or Webull or anything like that, it's as simple as this. I'll show you right now. Lightspeed is as simple as saying, what's your order? I want to get involved in the SPY. I want to buy 500 shares, market order, and you click buy. You get out, you click sell. Easy as that. So it's not very difficult whatsoever. Yeah, and Lightspeed, guys, I will send you guys a link for the Lightspeed because they're not doing it for the general public. They're only doing it if you guys want to sign up to the same broker with $2,000. They're only doing it for if you're doing the small account. So I'm going to be sending you guys a link this weekend so that you guys are all set, ready to go. Also, we do have our mailing list. So if you guys are not part of our mailing list, I'll drop a link for that so that you guys are all set. So you guys can add your email, and I'll just send you all the information. But we will be live here, team. We're going to be live not only today, we're live tomorrow, we're going to be live on Thursday, and we are going to be live on Friday. You know, we're going full week of live streams here. So we are going full week of live streams. How awesome is that? That's going to be a lot of fun. Full week on TikTok, full week on YouTube. Shasha said, Dek, I just made $12,000 from your trades this morning. Woo! Shout out to you, Shasha. Shout out to you, Shasha. Wealth Builder, how many days will you do the small account challenge? Until it's done. So the goal is 2,000 to 10,000, 10,000 to 25,000. We're trying to get this thing to happen. So it's probably, you know, I'm going to trade my normal account after we make our small account trades. So we're always, again, trading no matter what. But it's probably going to take about 2 months to go from 2,000 to 25,000. Deploy Trader, I signed up last month, but would like to take advantage of the discount. How do I do that? Once the discount comes, you can sign up for the discount on the 6-month, 12-month lifetime membership, and then it will be it will overtake your current membership. Okay? So we'll be all set, ready to go, dialed in. Rocking and rolling. Jay Chan, any swing trade ideas that you're looking for the next month or so? Nothing at this moment. I'm waiting for the S&P 500 to drop all the way down towards that 418 mark. That's the goal. 418.50 over on the S&P 500. So let's go over to our show indicators. Remember, team, we go right here. We know right at 418.50-ish, that's going to be right next to the tops. A lot of tops right around that 418.50 mark. Just go across the board here, right? We go across the board everywhere at this moment. And what did we realize? We realize top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance. This is the next target. All the way back on down towards that 418.50 mark. The S&P 500 still has about another $9 that it could drop all the way back on down towards that 418.50 mark. So we still got room to fall there. Absolutely, we have room to fall. Dek, what do you think about an AMD swing when the SPY gets down to 420? I think AMD will be the biggest mover. Do you have a reason on why you think that? I'm just curious. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying, like, do you have a reason on why AMD will turn into the biggest mover? Is there some sort of acquisition? Is there some sort of giant news? Or is it just like, oh, well, I just hope it does, right? So it's like AMD, I think the SPY is going down for a bit. But I think, once everything falls on down, then yes, of course, there could be some great dip buys. Great dip buys on Tesla, AMD, NVDA, all these plays. J Doctor, will you be shorting shares with your small account? I'm not going to be shorting shares to begin with. We're doing options because options we can make more money. So we're going to start with options. The goal is probably go 2,000 to 5,000 through option trading. And then after we get above 5,000, we can do margin and then probably look for some shorts from there. G Delacour saying, Dek, if you think again, the SPY is going to fall on down towards 418, why not just do a put contract down to 418? That's a great question. And again, I get that question all the time. I get that question kind of reworded in a million different ways, depending on what stock we're looking at. I'll tell you right now, I do not know if the SPY is going to go down to 418. I do not know that. But what I will tell you is, if it does, it's the perfect area for a bounce play. So it's basically me saying, do I think the SPY will go down to 418? Yes, I do. But it obviously could bounce. It could bounce now. It could bounce later. It could do whatever it wants. I have no idea. But I will tell you, if it does go down to 418.50, it's the perfect dip buy, which I will be buying. Honestly, the best case scenario is for the small account challenge. If we could see the SPY fall down to 418.50, we all get in on dip buys at 418.50, hold it for like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, bounce play from 418.50 back up to 430, bada boom, bada bing, $2,000 to $10,000 just like that. Right? That would be absolutely perfect. So that would be like the best case scenario over on, the small account challenge. We get that perfect dip buy. I don't know if it's going to fall on down to 418.50, but if it does, that's our perfect dip buy. Drew, is the challenge okay for the beginners? Absolutely. That's what it's for, right? I've been trading for the last 10 years. I'm here to, again, show you and teach you my strategy. If you're saying, oh, I'm not going to understand it, this is literally made for people that are just starting off in the markets, for people that want to learn in the markets, or people that have, struggled throughout the past or have been doing it for a while and want to learn my strategy. So, it's a little everything here. Right now we got the SPY still getting a little bit weaker. SPY still just fading on off here just slightly. SPY getting a little bit weaker, fading on off, getting a little bit of a drop right here. Daddy, if you look at AMD on the chart, it's creating a bull flag just like it's done in the past. I'll take a look. I mean, I'll be honest right now, Daddy, and this is just my thoughts. All I see on AMD at this moment is I'm just seeing one big downtrend. Right, so as of now, when I take a look over on AMD, I just see one big downtrend channel. That's all I see at this moment, and that's just this is what I see when I'm taking a look at this play. I'm not seeing any sort of bull flags. Remember, bull flags have to happen at highs. So bull flags happen after big spikes. Bull flag is a big spike and consolidation at the very tippity top. Not again when we're just fading and falling and dropping for the last 4 months. So when we go over and we type in bull flag pattern. Take a look at, what our bull flag patterns usually look at. Bull flag patterns are usually, we take a look at it, very big spikes, consolidation at the very high, and then we break on out, right? Bull flag patterns are very big spikes, consolidation, then we start going. You know, we're almost all the way back down towards lows. SPY still on. Guys, SPY getting weak. SPY getting very weak. Probably coming all the way back on down towards, again, that 427 mark. SPY's been getting weak, starting to fade all the way back on down. Mendy, do you ever watch the E-mini? I personally do not. Doesn't mean it's wrong. Just, I don't really just do it too often. I want to check something. How's Bitcoin, guys? Where's Bitcoin at? I have no idea. Haven't seen it in a while. Bitcoin price. Bitcoin, 26,000. Bitcoin's been falling a little bit. So Bitcoin's been fading a little bit. Nothing, again, too dramatic. You know, Bitcoin's just been moving sideways here. So nothing too wild. I want some sort of crazy hype to take over. I want NFTs to go crazy. I want crypto to go crazy. I want electric batteries to go crazy. I want shipping stocks to go crazy. I want whatever, right? Vaccines to go crazy. I like when we get those crazy trends because it's just so easy to make money. When you have those crazy trends and it's okay, hey, the pandemic's here. Everyone buy vaccines. Boom, you make tons of money. Hey, Dek, crypto's going crazy. Okay, just buy anything that has to do with NFTs or crypto. Boom, you make money. Hey, Dek, electric vehicles are the next big thing. Okay, just buy Tesla. Boom, you make money. Oh, Dek, AI. You buy NVDA. Boom, you make money. But a lot of it, it's like, what's next, guys? What's the next trend? What's the next hot trend that's going to last for 5 months? What's the next hot trend that's going to be coming on up here next? That's what I want. I want something trendy to come on up here. I want some sort of new trend to start developing. Builder guy, what are some of your favorite penny stocks to trade? That's a good question. People, sometimes a lot of people say, Dek, what's your favorite stocks to trade? And the answer is, I don't have a favorite stock to trade. I trade whatever is the hottest in the news scanner every morning. So it's like, oh, Dek, is SLNO your favorite stock? Do you trade SLNO a lot? I trade SLNO whenever it pops up on the news scanner. There are 1,500 different penny stocks. I, again, just say to myself, what stock's my favorite? My stock is the favorite, whichever one has the best news and the lowest float. So whatever stock has the best news and the lowest float every single morning, that's my favorite play. All right, that's all it is. Lowest float with the best news, that's my favorite play. That's the one that I'd like to get involved in. All right, team. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's 11:18 in the market. I think we're going to get all set to wrap this thing on up. It just seems like things are starting to slow on down just a little bit. So, ladies and gentlemen, today not as hot as yesterday. Yesterday, able to lock in $1,800 in profit. Today, $220 in profit. Now, you know what? It's not anything insane, but it fills up the gas tank and it gets some groceries. Sitting here in front of the computer in the beautiful Tradecaster office right here and getting after it, filling up the gas tank, paying for the groceries, paying for a little bit of the bills. $1,800 yesterday. We're just slowly adding on to this week. September is becoming the best and biggest month so far of myself. I've been averaging $1,300 per day trading. We haven't really seen any red days in my trading, and we've just been crushing it day in and day out. And you know what? As of now, I think the best thing for me to do is stay smart, stay safe. So for everyone that's watching on TikTok, for everyone that's watching over on YouTube, for every single person that's joining us on this day, hey, we got a full week ahead of live streams. So if you guys are leaving on YouTube or if you guys are leaving on TikTok, make sure you guys are back here tomorrow because I will be live and we will be trading. If you guys are on Tradecaster.com, well, guess what? We got an afternoon trading session getting ready to go. Other than that, the small account challenge starts up this weekend. Who here's fired up for it? Because I am absolutely going crazy at this moment. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be insane. And we are going to be all set, ready to rock and roll. Everyone everyone here, I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you guys do, for the fun and the party that you guys bring. And traders, we got a huge week ahead. Let's keep making that money. We do have live streamers rocking and rolling over on Tradecaster.com as of now. Look at Tradecaster.com, team. Absolutely popping. We got My Lobby, Active Trader Lobby, yeah, Buddy Trades, Zeke, AK47 about to go live. Yes, when you sign up to Tradecaster, you not only have access to my trading community, but you have access to all of these trading communities as well. So, traders, enjoy it. Awesome job, awesome work, and help me wrap this thing on up. You guys know the drill, baby. In 3, 2, 1. Ah-hoo! Great job, great work. Thank you, everyone. Smash that thumbs on up. Make sure you guys to follow and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again back here tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Is honestly the best.
I love Tradecaster.
Happy Saturday, everybody. Just a friendly reminder. Over the past 12 months, how much money did you make day trading using your strategy?
551,000. That kind of money, it's like you know what you're doing. Sean knows his stuff. So this is exactly how I did it.
Perfect.
I want everyone to go trade.
Go! Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Anything else?
It wasn't pleasant. That was during lunch hours.
Take some pictures.
Now we're up $1,200. We got some action right here. $2,000, $760.
If I tell you how I was able to do this, go out and make that money, make a killing.
Can we start getting ourselves in the green somehow? Get it, people! A bot sell man making HUDI $1,000. Ollie with a $327 trade. Boom, guys. $989 profit. $2,600. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Oh, baby! You guys want to see something good today? We're bringing something good to the house.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock to my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match.
Buffalo soldier, red like a Rasta. It was a buffalo soldier in the heart of America. Cause I know what that girl them need. New York to Haiti. I got lipstick stamps on my passport. You make it hard to me. Little man of the world don't speak the language, but you really don't need explaining. All I really need to understand is when you talk dirty.
I might link my ting from walking 7 a.m. in the morning. She's calling, I'm yawning. She's drawing, stalling. I might link my ting from walking 7 a.m. in the morning. She's calling, I'm yawning. She's drawing.
Talk dirty.
There are places I remember all my life. Though some have changed forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain.
A side step right left to my beat. I let the moon rock with me, baby. Know that I got that heat. Let me shake it, rock it, shit. Side step right left to my beat. Get it, let it go.
Places have their moments when lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me.
Cause she's so high above me. She's so lovely. She's so high like Cleopatra. High above me. We don't do St. Charles no more. We don't do the same drugs no more. Cause she don't do the same drugs no more. We don't do the same drugs no more. I get it until the sunrise. Doing 90 and a 65. Windows roll down screaming now. Number one hustler getting money. Why you wanna count my money? I'm a hustler, don't need that one of y'all, you see. Cause we don't do the same drugs no more. We don't do the same drugs. Do the same drugs no more. She don't laugh the same way no more.